Don't fucking tell me what to do.
Don't go to the Waffle House.
No, do go to the Waffle House. Go to there after 10 p.m. and things are going to be really fucking fun.
I was like, I don't want to get stabbed, so
you don't get stabbed. You could witness a stabbing. That's the good thing about a Waffle House is like you can go there after 10 p.m., which is very fun. They'll still serve you food while the stabbing's going on. That's the beautiful part of it.
It's just a normal thing at the Waffle
House.
Yeah,
it's like, well, there's a stabbing going on. Just we'll try to keep the blood away from you, but like here's your fucking thin cut pork chop, your fucking hash browns, smothered and covered, your fucking salad, whatever. Like they'll still serve you.
Yeah, while that's going on. With trying to hide his crack that he's lighting in his jacket.
Yeah, well, I mean, dude, Waffle House is, again, we'll go back on this topic. It's probably the most American place you can go.
For sure. I love Waffle House. I haven't been there in years.
You can be, and here's the thing is like, back when we were kids, like, I think I told this on the live stream before, but like, I'll say it again, is we were underage in Florida and we were drunker than fuck. I mean, like fucking hammered. And it's like 2:33 in the morning. And we're like, everybody else is asleep. We're like, we've got to eat. And the foreign exchange student, from Germany is like, I need food like now. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to cook food in here. Let's go to the Waffle House. And he's like, what is the Waffle House? And I was like, this is a great first time to go.
Yeah.
We're like 17 years old. We're drunk as fuck. We walk like a block and a half. And he's like, yeah, but nothing's open now. I'm like, Waffle House is always open. We stumble over there like a block, over. It's kind of, and
it's then Florida. There's one every like 2 blocks.
Yeah, we go to the Waffle House. We stumble and there's drunk people everywhere in this thing. And we sit down in a booth and the waitress comes over. She's super nice. She's like, how y'all doing tonight? We're like, pretty fucking good, actually. Like, yeah. She goes, oh, it seems like you guys are having a good time. What can I get you to drink? And the guy from Germany is like, I would like a coffee and some water, please. And she goes, okay. And just bam, takes the order, grabs us our drinks immediately. And then okay. Well, it doesn't say who he was, but like, so this guy from Germany had never been to a Waffle House before. And like, so we actually ordered, because he looks at the menu, he goes, I go, what do you want? And he goes, I kind of want one of everything. And I'm like, yeah, I know it. We all do. And I'm like, you got to narrow it down, dude. And he's like, okay, I'll take this. And so we all tell the waitress our order, and she does the yelling thing. She screams it out like they do at Waffle House, yells it out to the cook. He lines up the plates and everything, blah, 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 with the little jelly packets, the ketchup packets and all that shit. And he just goes, did we do something wrong? Why is she yelling at us? And I'm like, shut up. It's
just the most efficient way to do it.
Yeah. And I'm like, just, you're okay. We're good. And so she goes, can I get y'all anything else? And I'm like, I think we're good. And so we're just like drinking water and stuff. And, it's just chaos in this Waffle House, but good chaos, not like bad, no fights or anything. It's just drunk people making a lot of fucking noise. And it's packed. And he goes, there is nothing like this in Germany. And I was like, I know.
There should be.
I'm like, welcome to America, dude. Like, you just had barbecue earlier today, like good Southern Florida barbecue out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
If Germany would have had Waffle House in 1939, World War II would have never happened.
Correct. I agree. I actually agree. Because, dude, the Waffle House is, you can go there at any point of the day. Anyway, really quick, I'll finish the story and then I'll go on my tirade about Waffle House, like a good tirade. So we get our food. We got a lot of shit, right? Like we got a lot. I mean, our whole table was full. There's 3 of us there. And this guy from Germany just starts fucking shoveling food. And he goes, I'm sorry, I'm going to be rude, but I'm really hungry. And I'm like, that's how you eat at a Waffle House. Just fucking go. We're just chomping down. I got a pork chop, a steak, a fucking, hash browns, all that shit. I got fucking eggs, everything you can imagine. I just got it. We're just ketchup everywhere. It's flinging everywhere. There's A1 flying all over the place. Heinz 57. It's chaos on our table. Yeah, and we're just like, we're fucking going to town, right? And we get done, and the guy from Germany goes, "Oh my God, this is the best fucking thing in the world. Why don't they have this in other countries?" And I'm like, I think they've tried, but they just can't do it.
The UK's got some stuff like that, but
yeah, like 24-hour diners.
Yeah, where you could get like breakfast food and
Well, you can get anything at any time of the day. That's the thing. It's like,
yeah.
So I think he actually ordered like a cheeseburger with his breakfast food.
Yeah.
And he got it, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is not exist in Germany." And I was like,
Europe has like weird rules about stuff like that. So
that's because Europeans don't shovel food into their mouths with a garden trowel.
Well, it's like you can't go like anywhere in France or like Italy and stuff like that and get coffee after like 11 a.m. You can't. It's not a thing. And I was like,
"That's insane."
Yeah, I can't drink coffee after 11 a.m.
So we get done with our meal, right? We got a fuckload of food, because when you're hammered and you're 17 and you're a dude, like you need to eat a lot. We ate the whole fucking thing was full of food, and then it was like we stacked up the plates and everything for the waitress, and then it was like $30 for 3 days.
Yeah, the whole bill's like 30.
It was like $30, and I was like, well, shit. I slapped out 2 20s, and I'm like, all right, we're good to go.
Yeah,
Well, that's why they don't have anything like that in Germany or in Europe, because food's too expensive over there.
Right, and it's like Waffle House it's not the best quality food, but it's also far from the worst, because they have standards. They have to abide by FDA standards.
It's hot and fresh, though. I'll give them that.
Oh man, dude, what I like is you can watch the people cooking your food. Because I've been in the South before. I was like, I'll take hash brown smothered and covered, which means a lot of cheese and a lot of chopped ham in there, and they stir it up after they flip it the first time, whatever. That's how I like my hash browns from Waffle House, right? It's really good. And my friend from Germany is just like, "Can I get American cheese on the hash browns?" And she goes, "Yeah, you sure can, honey." And he was just like asking, like, "Oh." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's good. Just trust me." And then he got a burger, and he got whatever.
For my fries.
What?
That's the thing. The mayonnaise for the fries. That's a Europe.
Dude, I dip my fries in. Well, I make fry sauce. I make ketchup, mustard, and mayo.
Yeah.
But I will dip fries in mayo. It's delicious.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I think it's good.
I love mayo. And you either like it or you don't.
For sure.
Have you ever made your own?
No. Fucking
it's really fucking easy to make.
It is really fucking easy.
I know it is. But who's the one that told you to fucking make your own?
It's so fucking good.
It is so good.
No, I know. I'm gonna start doing that. I just have a lot to get through right now in my cabinet, so I'm gonna get through that, and then I'll start.
Now, which is better, mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
It depends on the application.
Just get out of my head. I was going to say that.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to say it depends on the application. I'd rather have mayonnaise on like egg salad or potato salad. I'd rather have mayonnaise for that. But like if I'm making a deli sandwich, I want Miracle Whip on a deli sandwich.
What I do with like egg salad or like tuna salad, right, is I'll mix about 60-40 mayonnaise Miracle Whip. And it's fucking phenomenal. I know Miracle Whip is just soybean oil and sugar for the most part.
I don't really like Miracle Whip, but
a big difference between mayonnaise and Miracle Whip is Miracle Whip's got vinegar in it. That's what gives it its zing.
Well, so does mayo.
It's got vinegar and paprika. A little bit of.
I was gonna say it's basically seasoned mayonnaise. Is all it is. So
yeah,
it's sweeter seasoned mayonnaise. Yeah.
Yep.
And it's Miracle Whip, like definitely like you said, Jake, on a sandwich, I prefer Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the kind of sandwich I'm making. It's like it's so subjective. But it's just Waffle House in general, like getting back to that, and then I'll get off this rant. Fucking phenomenal. And I think if anybody is from another country and you visit the US and you're in the southern part of the US, go to a Waffle House at midnight.
Yeah. Well, there's like 3 things you got to really do as somebody like visiting America. You got to eat at the Waffle House. Okay. You got to go to McDonald's and have a McGangbang, and you got to go to a Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree. Yep.
Big
Yeah,
desirable
the
thing.
McGangbang is awesome. Like
Walmart jeans.
I introduced that to you. We have the video of that on my
Yeah,
YouTube
we
channel.
do have the video of that. I never had one before then, and it was actually
It's so fucking good.
It's
It's
a
like
damn shame it's at like $6 now to do that.
right because it was $2 when we did it.
Well, McDonald's is actually supposedly realizing they're getting too far away from their customer base, which was like poor people.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They're bringing back some lower money.
The fucking McDonald's dollar menu got me through so many bad years of my life.
100%, and like they don't have that anymore. It's not a thing.
Dude, it's like I have $5 cash. I'm gonna get 2 McDoubles and 2 McChickens, and a drink, and it's gonna be $4.97. I'm gonna give them 3 cents as a tip because it's all I can afford, and I'll be good to go.
Or 2 McDoubles and a 10-piece.
Yeah. Either way you fucking stack it. Like it's
that's what I did. 2 McDoubles and a 10-piece.
Yep.
But they're gonna bring it back. Supposedly, they're gonna bring back some lower.
I don't believe
price point options for people.
It'll be the $2 menu now. That's what they'll call it.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure they'll do some stupid thing
where value menu.
They'll do it like where Burger King or whatever. What Arby's is doing like the 5 for $5, and Wendy's is doing the 4 for $4, and you get like a small portion.
Well, Wendy's is doing incremental fucking charges, and they got a lot of pushback. Where it's like at a certain point of the day, like you're going to pay $1 more for a burger.
Yeah.
And at a slow time of the day, like it's regular price. It's like, well, that's kind of fucked, isn't it?
Well, they don't really have the option. Like even Burger King has like the 2 for $6. You get 2 Whoppers for $6. You know,
not bad.
Yeah, and it's like McDonald's doesn't have that anymore. They don't have one of those.
No, they've shit the bed on their fucking dude. Their dollar menu. I remember we used to like.
It's like a small.
From when I was fucking in high school to the time like just like not even like probably 7 years ago, you'd go to McDonald's with a van full of idiots playing paintball. We'd all pull in $10 a piece because some guys couldn't afford food, and we're like, all right, we'll all pull in $10 so everybody can eat. And we're like, yeah, we'll take 20 McChickens, 20 McDoubles, and some nugs. And they're like, it's gonna be a bit. We're like, that's fine. They come out with the fucking bags. Yeah. Everybody eats more than what they can eat. And it's amazing. You take food home. The people that were less, they're poor, they would take food home and they would have another meal. And it's like we spent in total like $50 to feed like 10 people.
Yeah.
For multiple meals as well. And then through like, a couple of years ago is we used to go out and shoot guns. A lot of my videos like that I did like in 2015 and shit, we would go and shoot guns all fucking day. And we would drive home, we'd stop at McDonald's, and we'd each spend like $5, and we'd get fucking. I'd make 2 McGangbangs, and I get a drink.
Well, yeah, it wasn't even that long ago when we brought the Czech guy out shooting.
Oh yeah, V, yeah.
Yeah, and we went to McDonald's after shooting,
and it was like $4 for you guys.
It was cheap back then, and that wasn't even that long ago.
No, that was 2019.
Yeah,
or was that 2020? Either way, it was like
I think it was 2019. Yeah,
somewhere around there. But no, we went there and it was like $4 or $5 for you guys to eat because I figured out I can't have gluten, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So I didn't get anything. But like
no, you got fries. And
and I got the shits from
roll the dice because I'm like, they do one fryer is just fries and the other one is fries sometimes when they need them, but everything else is both.
I rolled the dice. I didn't win that day. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. And you got the one that they did all the other stuff in. Yeah.
Yep. I got really sick that day. But it wasn't their fault. But like I got fries and it was like, $5 or $6 for all 3 of us to eat with drinks.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the way McDonald's should be.
Yeah.
They can do it.
They're realizing that now they can't charge you $9 for a burger anymore. Because, I mean, granted, they went to all fresh patties and they went to all this stuff. They brought their quality way up. But, like, they brought the prices way up with it. And still, nobody's going to McDonald's to get fucking quality, like, handmade fucking
burgers. You go to Culver's for that.
Yeah, you go other places for that. You're not going to McDonald's to get
you go to Culver's, Five Guys, Whataburger, Smash Burger, fucking
exactly, or even like some local place, whatever. You're going to
even Hardee's, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say Hardee's too.
Hardee's, dude.
Place you go.
Hardee's makes a good burger.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about what Wendy's is fucking doing with
Is
their
it what I just said? Is it what I just said that you weren't listening? About the
possibly?
incremental pricing throughout the day?
Yes.
I already just fucking did that. You were just zoned out, of course.
Well, I do have other things going on.
Weird. Didn't
He's got a
realize
wife,
that.
Mike. Okay, jeez.
See, you're not gonna, you're not 100% into the stream then. Fuckity bye.
Nope.
You know,
You know what I am 100% into? That
What?
mustache.
it's getting better, dude.
See?
Since I started using the fucking safety razor,
Mhm.
it's the shit's growing in decently. It's about at its peak right now, so I'm gonna have to cut it off again soon.
Yeah.
But it's getting there.
And it's one of those things where you just shave it and let it grow immediately. Back
That's
to
what I
full
do.
And
I
shave
let
it
it grow
again.
out, and then I just fucking. But it's like with the safety razor, I do the with the grain, sideways against the grain, every time I shave, and it like gets really close and just starts opening that shit up. So
See? I told you could do it, Mike. I believed in you from the beginning.
yeah,
I did. I was
it's a
one of
lot
the
better
ones
than
who
last
did.
summer's. Last summer's was abysmal. It was not good, but I loved it because it was kind of a funny thing,
Yeah.
just like the fucking horse shit, like porn stash.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a porn stash. It's not good,
Yeah.
but it's
Well, most of them
better.
are.
It's
You gotta
better than
have-
it's ever been, I think.
Well,
So-
it's either one of those things where it's like there's a lot of people that are like, I can't grow anything. I'm like, well, you'd be surprised. You just have to like actually commit to it. You know?
Yeah, no. Again, shaving like now instead of taking 2 minutes in the shower
Mhm.
takes me about 30 minutes to do it right. Like
Yeah.
lather, before every fucking shave,
Mhm.
and you do 3 shaves, like 3 directions while you're shaving. Takes about 30 minutes, but it's once a week at this point.
Yeah. Well, that's what I credit my like good facial hair to is I have had a butterfly safety razor almost my whole life. I started shaving on like a Gillette like 6-blade razor.
Well, no, I started shaving in basic because I had like 2 pubes growing out of my fucking cheek.
Yeah.
And the drill sergeant caught me and it was like, "Why the fuck didn't you shave today?" And I was like, I have never had, okay. And my squad there got fucked up and he's like, "You need to shave every fucking morning." So I started shaving with a fucking, like a Bic, like,
The
shitty
2-blade disposable.
oh, yeah, disposable razor. And all of a sudden then I started growing like scruff. It wasn't like, it's not facial hair, it's scruff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, God damn it, now I have to shave every fucking day? Great. Because I got away with it for like 2 weeks in basic. Like I
Should
didn't
have
have to
just
shave at
plucked
all.
those 2 hairs.
Yeah.
I
would've-
didn't notice it because we were so fucking tired. And I'm just like, we get out to formation and they're like doing the ID card thing. Like,
Mhm.
what the fuck is this? You didn't shave this morning? Did your fucking squad leader tell you to shave? And I'm like, yes. I'm an idiot, and
Yeah.
just doing that whole thing. And
Oh no, Rick!
then I started growing like, yeah, exactly. Oh, I don't know, Rick. I don't like this.
Seems like a bad idea, Rick.
Right. And but anyway, so I started growing facial hair after that. Not well though. And then I just got in the habit of getting a fucking Gillette Mach 3 Turbo and dry shaving, because that's what we had to do in the infantry, is like you'd have to have it on you and like I'd just be out in the field or whatever and then just dry shave. And so I got in the habit of that, or like shower shaving really fast if you were lucky. And it doesn't, it cuts the hair off, yes, but it doesn't really do anything for your facial
It
structure.
doesn't exfoliate your skin.
Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't take the top layer of shitty skin off. And but anyway, now I started using the safety razor because I'm not in a rush. And
Again,
it's fucking awesome.
It's a way better shave because like I also started on a Gillette Mach 3 and
Yeah.
I cut myself way more using that than I did getting a safety razor. Also, I save a ton of money using the safety razor.
Oh, the safety razor is fucking the blades. Like I got the blades that Jake actually that was a company in the US that you posted in Discord.
Yeah, the blades that I was gonna buy, and I still haven't bought any.
I got 100 of them, and they're really good. Like
Yeah,
they last
you can get
about
multiple uses out of them. Like normally,
they
I
last about
2 or 3 shaves out of them.
shaves. Yep, 3 shaves.
Yeah,
I actually need to restock on my shaving supplies. What was it? 2013 or 14 when I was driving motor coach. I did a trip down to the Mayfair Mall in Milwaukee for a school group, and like a couple of weeks later, I was like, Ollie, we need to go down there. Like, you need to have a shopping trip because we haven't had any kind of real shopping trip in like years. And so we hopped in the car and we drove down to fucking Milwaukee just to go to the Mayfair Mall. And they had a shop in there. They had a shop in there called The Art of Shaving.
Oh yeah,
And
I've been there. I was there in August when we went to see Ghost. My buddy and I walked around, and dude, Milwaukee's got some good places.
Yeah. Milwaukee's not bad as long as you stay away from downtown.
Like,
well, we were downtown, and it wasn't that bad. Like, there was people that harass you, but here's the thing: is I'm used to Minneapolis and St. Paul. Minneapolis is a lot worse.
Yeah,
and I'm used to that, and it's like, it's not bad at all. Like, the harassment that we got was just like, all right, man, hey, nope, not interested, go away.
I got a friend who owns a casket wholesaling company down in the Milwaukee area, and he was on his way home from work one day, and he got home and walked around his truck, and he had 2 bullet holes in his tailgate that weren't there in the morning.
Yeah, well, that can happen.
But
that happens in Minneapolis a lot more than it happens in Milwaukee. I guarantee you.
But no, my shaving stuff that I got from The Art of Shaving, it was a big jar of shaving cream, a thing of pre-shave oil, face oil, and then aftershave lotion.
Yeah, and the lotion is the biggest part.
Oh my god, that is so good.
I just did it today. Like, I what I'll do is I'll take a shower and I'll just like wet my face. I don't use the oil, the pre-oil. I'll just like
pre-oil is so good.
I know, but I'll get it warm, and then I'll just go out and shave immediately. I'll have the lather already done up before I go in the shower, and then I'll go out and I'll just lather up the first run, and then after it's done, I wipe my face off and then put the fucking lotion on, the post-shave lotion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it makes such a hell of a difference.
But my jar supply kit thing that I got back in like 2013 or 14, it lasted almost 10 years.
Yeah. I get it. I do the same stuff. But like you exfoliate really good in the shower to get your like pores all opened up and oh heck yeah.
Come on, focus, you fuck. It's not focusing because it
just getting blurred out by your blur.
Yeah, I know. I can see that. There
you go. All right.
I went with the lavender. This stuff is so nice.
The pre-shave oil, Mike, you should actually try that. It's really nice.
Yeah, I might. I'll get there, but baby steps.
Yeah.
It's like baby steps for baby hair.
Dude, so remember last year it took me like 3.5 months to get like less than this?
Yeah.
And this has been like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's still a long time. I don't grow facial hair well. Fuck you guys. Don't care.
Mike, but I've been telling you, even when it was terrible, you're doing pretty good.
It's getting there. Yeah.
I was growing it the way you were growing it now in 2010 when we were in Iraq. Like, I shaved like every other week in Iraq.
Yeah.
Like, Penny actually had to yell at me to shave because that's how infrequently I was shaving.
Yeah, that was how I was too. It was like, oh, you
gentlemen, you shaved today?
Yep, no. Exactly. Yep.
Why not? Because I don't even grow peach fuzz. That's why.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, it's getting better.
Oh yeah. This is probably I could probably grow this out in a week.
Well, that's not good. You're like a fucking hobo.
Like if I were to shave it completely off, it would be back this thick in like a week.
I was gonna say mine grows about that quick. I'm on like 3 or 4 days right now.
Yeah, but your mustache actually goes down here though, Devin.
Yeah,
I can't grow sideburns.
All the way around, yeah.
Yeah, sideburns are rough. Mine just go down to like where they're at right now, and they just get more curly. That's it.
Yeah, my sideburns are just real patchy.
Yeah,
and gray,
it's weird.
And they're turning gray.
We're just low T millennials, as the boomers would say.
Fair.
I'm actually afraid to shave off my goatee right now because my sons have never seen me without facial hair.
We got to do it now as a social experiment.
Do it.
Well, they'd never seen Holly without her glasses on until a couple of days ago, And
Well, also, if you shave your face, the flounder head's really going to be accentuated.
not just that, my Jay Leno chin will be
Yeah, that's
visible.
what I mean. The flounder head with the fucking mandible of might. Not good.
But
Yeah,
now you
Not
just
good.
gotta like do it, and you gotta like put some clothes on you haven't worn in like years, and then you just like flip your kid's light on in the middle of the night.
No. My oldest one's only 2. That would be scarring.
You don't want to
Yeah, but
traumatize children.
Come on now, it'll be
fucking-
funny though.
Just because it happened to you
Like
doesn't
this-
mean it has to
this-
happen to his kids.
This isn't just facial hair. This is hiding chin. My chin goes to here.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the mandible of might. You've got a very like when we were in Iraq and everything into the military. Like I'm like, my buddy had a flounder head too, but he was more rounded. Yours is just fucking square and not.
And narrow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. A flounder head. It's like the flounder that has the 2 eyes on top. It's like, what are you doing, man?
Oh jeez.
Because you also have very short
That's
hair
how
at
I
that point.
prevented people from sneaking up on me in the middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
Two eyes
You just sleep with
two
your
eyes
eyes.
on one side.
Fucking Christ. Yeah. Your hair was a lot shorter then too, and so was mine, but like it's like the flounder head.
I actually need to go in for a haircut tomorrow.
Me too. It's gotten rough. It's just fucking scraggly and
Like
shitty and-
when I can pull out the sides,
oh yeah. Yeah.
it's
same.
too long.
We're not doing well here. So
I mean, I'm all right. I got my haircut like a week and a half ago, so we're doing good.
yeah, your little fashion fucking 1920s Weimar fucking Germany hairstyle,
Had this hairstyle.
See Kyle.
It's Weimar. It's not fucking. You're an idiot, flounderhead. Come on.
I've had this haircut for forever.
I know you have, but like it's like it's faggy, but it's not bad, but it's faggy, but it's Weimar Germany.
I think we should get Devin a brown coat.
Ooh,
A brown coat.
ooh, that might actually be fitting.
Mm.
Yeah, we should get him a brown coat. Be part of the Sturmabteilung.
Do I get one of the fancy hats with it with the little
Yeah.
chin strap?
Yeah,
Yes.
yep. The fucking yep.
I'm in.
The cappy.
And then you can wear it into your sheriff's office and be like, "We need new uniforms, sir."
They'd be like, "Why are you wearing your uniform? It's your day off."
It's so sexy. I just can't take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like the man in the fucking high castle, like that
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking yeah. Oh,
Oh gosh.
fucking
I get it.
Christ. I'm trying to. So James just texted me. So he got a toy from one of those families that he was interviewing, like for his book, and it's a fucking sweet piece. Here, let me send it to you guys privately.
Just tell them to show us it on stream. It'll be fine.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's. I'll just send it to you. Let's see.
Friday night shite chat.
No, I'm gonna send it to you privately.
Oh,
Thumbs up. Hell yeah.
so apparently Canada is going even more psycho with their laws. Joe Cobb's talking about it in chat.
I really don't care.
Psycho suggesting digital ID for porn and a bill against hate speech online.
Oh shit.
That's not an uncommon thing. There's other countries that have that.
What do we have here? A NIM-1911.
It's an actual 1911.
That's what I'm saying. Is like that has not been updated. That's a fucking awesome pice. It's
Yeah,
like
it
mine,
doesn't
but mine's been through the refurbishment process. That has not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at least, most of the upgrades to the A1.
Ooh,
they
it
added
even
the
has the
phone cell.
Bakelite grips.
That's not big. It's wood.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just really shiny,
Uh,
worn out wood. But
Yeah,
Sure.
that's definitely.
yeah, all they did for the 1911 to the A1 was they The trigger got recessed back a little further, so that way it wasn't as far away from the back of the grip. They added the palm swell on the back of the grip, and they extended the beaver tail just a little bit. That's all they did. Well, and technically improved the sights, but they're still pretty shit.
No, those are not wood grips.
Pretty sure they are.
No, there's a couple of diamonds that are broken off, and they do not have wood grain. Those are Bakelite.
No idea. Either that or it's just got some real shitty paint on it. Yeah. So in case you guys were wondering what the difference between the 1911 and the A1 was, there you go.
The A1 also has scallops next to the trigger guard. Or behind the trigger, I should say, on the frame.
Yeah.
To make it more ergonomic.
Well, yeah, because they recessed the trigger a little bit more, so.
Yeah, that's a really cool fucking piece, and that's
it is.
That's
Yeah,
that was carried in the South Pacific.
It really makes me hate my dad a little bit more because he used to have an actual government Colt 1911, and he traded it for a Winchester 1300 shotgun.
That's
a
fucking boomer
terrible
fun.
decision.
Fucking boomer.
Yep, he traded it for a brand new Winchester 1300 that he later sold.
I hear that with so many people though. I saw something the other day. I was looking for a new goose shotgun, and granted, this is a pretty cool goose shotgun, but it's a single shot, 38-inch barrel. Okay, on it, it's a 12
Jesus
gauge.
Fucking Christ!
That's what most goose guns are. They're like 36.
You can mount with that shit.
Well, yeah, it's like 36 inches plus, but this one was started its life as a 1916 made Spandau Gewehr 98 that was rejected from service in the 20s, and a commercial gunsmith bought it and converted it to a shotgun. And I was like, pretty neat, because it had a cut down version of its original stock on it, but then just this pipe. It's just a pipe connected to this little bolt action. And I was like, that's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on.
But yeah, most goose guns, for reference, Mike, have a full choke, and they're over 30 inches long.
Devin, do you remember Remy?
Yes.
He's like, hey, how's it going, man? You doing? How you doing? I'm like, I'm doing a live stream. He's like, right now? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you want in?
Yeah.
So he might be jumping on. Yeah. Jake, Remy is he was one of the actors in Reveille. You'll recognize him.
Oh, cool.
He's a very, very young actor, and he
what is he now, like 17?
No, Jesus Christ, no, he's fucking like 20 or 21.
Oh, it's not that guy.
No, Yoni was the one that was 15. Yeah, who did a fucking great job. Jake, the one guy in the cave, the younger German in the cave.
Yep,
he was 15 when we shot that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's talent.
Yeah, I know. He's a really fucking awesome, talented person. And his dad had to beat her legally, and his dad's an awesome person too. And like we got along great. And
yeah, his dad was real chill about a lot of stuff, which was cool.
Yep. And he was really worried about because we were using live rounds on Yoni didn't have to shoot live rounds. Remy did. And Remy had never shot a fucking gun in his life, and the first gun he shoots is a fucking K98.
Held a gun in their life.
Yeah, and he was like fucking scared. We'll talk about that when he comes on.
We could ask him all about it.
Yeah,
but no, the guy, the 15-year-old in the cave, he fucking nailed that. Like his portrayal of that character was so fucking. It was
brutal.
Heavy. Yeah, it was heavy.
Yeah, because like in the screenplay, he's supposed to be 17, which is not unusual at that point. In late 43, they were starting to get desperate.
Yeah,
that's the point where they knew they were kind of fucked. And so he was like trying to portray like a 17-year-old kid, which is 15 and 17. There's a little bit of difference, but no, not much. And no, it just made it really brutal because we actually got actors who were in shape physically, right, of the age of real people, and they were good at what they did. And yeah, it was maybe it's just he'll be about 5 minutes out, 5-10 minutes.
Oh no.
But yeah, Virginia reenactor. Yeah, he was the kid with the naughty pictures. He had them. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Which were also really well done. York did a good job on those, getting those, and because it's like that, dude, that totally happened. I mean, 100%. You get this kid that's got these dirty pictures.
That shit happened in 2009 for crying out loud.
Well, it's always happened. Like as long as there's been soldiers, there's been fucking dirty pictures, and whether it's a drawing or an actual picture, and that's why York actually stepped up and he fucking nailed that. But like, it was great just to watch the kids' reactions because like we gave Yoni the pictures because they were supposed to be his, right? Halbrock's character, and he just had them, and he didn't really look at them much until like we were out there. And then I also loved when Kevin or Artur, the NCO, the sergeant, comes up and he's like, "What the fuck are you guys fighting about?" And then he goes, "Oh, okay," and he just looks at him and he goes, grabs one, gives the rest of the stack back, but he's like, "This is the troll toll.
Yeah.
You will pay the troll toll, and I'll put it in my fucking pocket and spank it off later to this. But hey, shut up. We got a fucking patrol to go on. Let's go."
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that was so well done. The whole
a lot of that shit just fell into place too. Like we had the script, obviously.
It was so natural.
Was more of a guideline in the movie.
That's the thing is the script ended up being in some places it had to be verbatim, but like it ended up being a guideline, and then the actors just did what they did. And that's why it seemed more natural. It's like
the flavor of life type scenes are the ones where the script should be a guideline.
Right. And that's the thing is like, cause he, so Kevin or Artur in the film, he's from Austria, right? He grew up in Leibniz. And so he's native speaker and everything. And he was in the Bundesheer for a while. And then, so he knows like what the military life is like. And then we taught him about the history of that. And so he's like, okay, I'll just do this. And that's why he's kind of a hard ass, but he's also like a human being. And he's like, "Hey, you kids, what the fuck you're holding us up? Nudie pics? Ooh. All right.
Teenagers will always be teenagers.
All right. Well, let's just, I'll take this one, put it in your pocket, shut up, get the fuck ready. Let's go. And it was, that was not in the script. That just happened.
Which is good. Organic stuff like that is the best.
It happened organically. And Yoni learned German. He speaks, I think, 5 languages now. And I don't know if he's working on more. What?
Jealousy.
Yeah, well, he's really dedicated to his craft and his work. And he's going to go far. And like he knows a lot of languages, and when he learns them well. Like he's got the accent down and whatever, and like he gets coaching, he listens to it, he can mimic it, and like he's got the accent down. And the other actors too, like Kevin Jacco, who played Tauber, the kid that it's like fighting over the pictures with him, right? The younger guy, he was wearing the overcoat, the German overcoat, which I fucking love that look. It's awesome.
The mantle, yeah.
Yeah, God, it's a great look. But he's actually ethnically Hungarian. And when he was speaking, because he can speak Hungarian fluently and English fluently. And when he was speaking German, learning German, he was speaking German with a Hungarian accent. And we were just like, let's leave that. Because that is historically correct.
Yeah.
And, we just left it that way. And he speaks it with a kind of an Eastern European accent, which is Hungarian. And people noticed that. And they're like, the German in this film is actually pretty good because you got native speakers. And I'm like, they're not all native speakers, but they definitely, all those guys put in the fucking effort, including Remy. He's going to be on in a sec. That looking back on that now that it's like 2 years, it's actually, we were filming, we were on set 2 years ago today, Devin.
Oh, that's right. It is March. Yeah.
It is March. Yeah. We were on set 2 years ago today. And I know Jake's watched it. You know, Jake's
couple of
watched it,
times.
and it's. I think we're onto something that people might not appreciate now, but a lot of people do. But like, it might get more popular
There's a
in
lot of
coming
people.
years.
All the things I've seen on it, people seem to really like the movie. It's heavy. There's a lot of people that are like, "This is a fucking heavy movie." It's heavy,
Yeah, yep.
but
It's very heavy, and
It's
but
kind of supposed to be.
But for what we did and the people who we got in the acting role in the crew, I think we did a pretty fucking good job for our first.
for
Most of our first
basically a bunch
projects.
of nerds getting together to try to make the most historically accurate thing ever.
Yeah, and we had so many different talents. Like we were there's so many people that were good at different things, you know?
Mhm.
Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm good at this, so this is the way it's gonna. No. It's like we all discussed everything and we're like, what makes sense? And we all brought our talents together and they came together, and we did the best we fucking could. And this is most of our first fucking hurrahs, like for a film actually getting out there. So I'm gonna take a piss. Remy's gonna be on in a sec. You guys can just bullshit for a sec.
Perfect.
Bullshit.
I mean, it doesn't smell as bad as chicken shit, but
This is true, but chicken shit's still not as bad as turkey shit.
I will agree with that. You can watch it on YouTube right now. It's free to watch on YouTube.
What, turkey shit?
No, MO Patriot. He's asking where you can watch it. You can watch Reveille on YouTube right now.
It was such a good movie. I actually saw most of it before it was even finished.
Same. I saw most of it happen live, which was kind of weird.
Yeah, well, you're gay.
I had to lay on the ground for a long time on the cold, wet ground.
Poor baby.
I did for like 15 fucking takes, which was like 2.5 hours. I laid on the ground and took a nap in the mud. I didn't move because I wasn't allowed to move because they kept fucking up the shots. At one point, the director comes over and he's like kicking me. He's like, "Are you fucking alive?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to sleep here in the mud. Leave me alone." Been up since fucking 3:30 in the morning trying to set all the shit up for you guys.
Oh, poor baby.
It was all right. I was trying to sleep.
Did you have your teddy bear and your binky?
No.
In your 8 cats? You didn't have any of your cats to snuggle up with?
Nope, I had 4 cats, and I got to sleep with my squad that was in the movie. My squad in the movie, which was a bunch of really young dudes. I was the oldest one by like
Gamers.
4 years, I think, in there.
How you talk? Fucking woods walk gamers. We're not. Well, I'm a gamer, but shut up.
Hello, gamers. What's wrong with being a gamer?
It's technically, well, this isn't really a gaming channel.
Fair. 2 hours away. You live in like Branson or something? Jeez. I did die. I was first one.
Good.
First one to die.
At least you did something well.
There's my coat. I got it right there. You can see all the blood. I did not live.
That was such a Canadian thing to say. There's my coat.
There's my coat right there. It's got all the blood on it. Yeah. It comes through. I'm sorry, okay? Every now and then. I hate it when it comes through, but my accent does come through.
Yeah, it's not a good thing at all. All right, little Remy boy is on here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Hey, can you hear me?
How big of, yeah, you're good. We're just talking about how big of a douche you were on set, how hard you are to work with, and
oh yeah, the worst.
Yeah. The absolute worst. So Devin, of course, you met him in person, but this is my buddy Jake. We were in Iraq together. Yeah. So
I helped Mike with some of the audio.
The explosions and shit, like the artillery
processing audio on the movie.
Yeah. We spent we actually spent a lot of time on that, and
a couple of hours.
It was a couple of days, but like
it was a couple of hours over the course of a couple of days.
Yeah, we were working with Nate, and he can't be here tonight. His computer just shit out, which is fun.
Oh no, that sucks because he had a pretty expensive rig. I know.
No, it was his laptop shit out. He's working remote.
His actual PC shit out.
No, his PC did not shit out, but no. Okay. But so we're working with Nate, and Remy, he's Jake helped me because we were in Iraq. We know how artillery sounds, like when it's coming in and shit, and so we spent a few hours with Nate every couple days, and so he's the one that kind of helped out with that. So anyway, but he's watched it a few times, and
I saw it. No, I saw a screening of it before it even was finished.
yeah, because we were looking for feedback and shit, and we sent it out to a few people. Yeah,
and then I've watched it 3 or 4 times since it was actually published.
Oh shit!
I first watched it by myself, and then I forced my wife to watch it with me, and that didn't go over well.
Oh no!
You have to, like Clockwork Orange or
Yes, and then I forced my buddy Anthony and his wife to watch it, but his wife ended up going to bed early because we didn't start it until like 9-10 o'clock at night. But yeah, I forced my buddy Anthony, who lives up close to Mike, to watch it. Yeah, I told him outright before we even started. This is not a typical World War II shoot 'em up, the heroes win movie.
This is an everybody loses movie.
Yep. Especially Remy.
Almost as if that's exactly how fucking shit really happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been saying it for years. Nobody actually wins a war. Somebody just loses less.
Yep. So that's the way it is. Yeah. And it's funny because, like, the whole thing about, like, we until you fucking messaged me, Remy, like we weren't even talking about the movie, and I'm like, oh, hey, Remy just messaged me and like wondering what's up, and so we started talking about it, and like I haven't talked about it in a long time, and it's it's 2 years ago today we were on set in Missouri.
Was it actually?
It is, yeah.
It's
oh my god,
yeah. It's 2 years ago today. We were all on set hanging out, probably miserable.
I gotta ask, Remy, what kind of webcam are you using? Because your video quality is just fantastic.
It is. This is just my computer.
Well, what kind of computer do you have then?
I have what is it? Like a Lenovo Legion or something? Yeah. I don't know the make. I got it a while back. I wanted something because I'm not like a PC gamer. Yeah, so I wanted something that could kind of run a game.
Your webcam is like super high definition and super high refresh rate. like it's almost uncanny valley territory.
Oh, thank you. I'm impressed. Actually, that's all right. I have no idea. I can look it up later and send a link to Mike. All the specs.
The Canadian escapade.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Like, it was so funny because like you were talking, or I think Devin was talking earlier about like the first day or the first 2 days. That was, dude, that was so fucking stressful. Like I literally popped my cherry into filmmaking that day, and you were like sitting there with live rounds after Rust had happened, that whole incident in October. You're sitting there with live rounds.
Just happened, hadn't it?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there as the armorer going, if anything gets fucked up, it's my ass. And I'm like, okay. And then Remy gets out there. He's got a K98, a real one. We're doing muzzle discipline, all that shit. We've done that before. We just go out and we're starting the first couple scenes, and he's got to shoot some live rounds. And all of a sudden, Remy's like, and I'm like, okay. We got to take 5. Just fucking take 5. And I lay down next to him, and I'm like, all right, what's going on? Remy's like, I've never shot a gun before. And I'm like, oh, this isn't a great one to start out on, but it's a great one to start out on. I'm like, so this is a K98. It's a powerful rifle. It's using original German rounds from World War II, 1943 dated. And I'm like, here's how we're gonna do this. And then blah blah blah. And I'm like, and then he was just like kind of a little nervous. And I'm like, do you want me to shoot 5 rounds down to where it's safe? Yeah. And then Remy's like, yeah. And so I stood up and I just went, bam, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm like, okay, are you good now? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you shoot 5 down there before we do this. So he did that. And it was like, once he got the first couple rounds off, he's like, oh, okay, I got it. And I'm like, it's not going to blow you over. It's not going to fucking knock you down. Like, here's how you hold it. And then we did those scenes, the opening scenes with him. And you could see it's recoiling up and back, but he still controls it.
Controlling was loose. Like, I'm pretty sure in one of the takes I like smacked myself in the nose.
Well,
that
but here's the
happens.
thing: is so did
Yeah.
a lot of the guys in World War II.
Hmm.
You know, it's like that. It looked completely fucking natural.
You get jumpy,
Because-
your palms get sweaty. It's a really powerful
Yeah.
round. A lot of people
Oh.
don't notice how military loads for 8mm Mauser were high. And then it's
Yeah.
a bolt action rifle. I mean, if you got a laminate stock, it's a little bit better because they were kind of heavier, but like it's still a short, stout rifle with a very powerful round. And it'll jump. Your palms are sweaty. You're actually going into war. Stuff happens a lot,
Yeah.
you know? And
Well, that's the thing is Remy was the only one out of those 4 who had never shot a gun before.
Oh,
And I was
So
like,
Remy, I gotta ask you, did Mike turn you into a gun nut that day?
a little. I mean, I remember he was talking to me like we were on a call back when he was telling me about my gun, and he's like a Car 98, and my eyes lit up, and he's like, "Oh my god, you play Call of Duty, don't you?" And that was like during Modern Warfare 2019. I'm like, dude, that's my main. I'm so excited. And then we get there, and I'm just terrified. Shot off a couple rounds, and then like weeks after, I was talking to him like, "What do you think about this gun? You know, should I try and shoot this?"
For
See,
sure.
guns aren't that bad, are they?
No. I
As
will
long-
say,
Go ahead.
if you're really tired though, like I remember when we were filming that day, I was I took a nap. Like I was out cold on the ground, like maybe like 30 minutes before we filmed.
Yeah,
that
you were
scene.
sitting down in that little grassy knoll with like 4 of the other guys literally passed out like in a pile of leaves.
And
Yeah.
they woke me up and they're like, "All right, we're gonna shoot some guns."
That's actually not far off from what it's really like in the infantry.
right.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we get a little bit more
like
training.
a 30-second
Yeah.
nap every now and then. Ah,
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's-
what I'm referring to as the naps, though.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
power naps. Yeah, the
Yeah.
power naps.
We
And that's what it's
fucking
like.
lived
And-
on that shit.
dude, and it also like it was actually, it wasn't like cold, it wasn't hot, it was like 60-ish degrees, and it was sunny, but he's wearing full wools, full kit, or not full kit, but like most of the kit, the German kit. So he's got about 50 pounds of shit on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a helmet and everything, and a rifle.
Sleep deprived.
Yes. Yeah, because we were all like, we stayed up
God.
late that first night trying to get
everybody
these guys
was
like,
very sleep and nutrition deprived for like the whole first week. Of
Oh,
that
the
thing.
mac and cheese.
oh, dude, that it got better. It did get better because of certain things, but like it was like, so yeah, because the car ride back, you were with, that's such a funny fucking story. We'll say that in a bit.
The mac and cheese.
Yeah. So, but no, the first day Remy's out there, and you were a stage actor before, correct?
I did stage and I did like brief film. It was like extra work or like being a stunt double.
But you had never done like a film before.
No, I've never done a feature.
Yeah, and so he's sitting there wearing all this shit, wearing it well, by the way, and
Thank you.
just like fucking sweating. And I'm like constantly like between shots, I'm like, drink water here. I'm like every actor, I'm like pounding, just, and I'm not drinking water myself. I was pissing blood by the end of the fucking
I
day.
was telling you to drink water, and
I
telling
know,
you to
and I'm
get
like, no, they
away
need it.
from
They
me.
need it more than me. And you're like, don't be a dumbass. And I'm like, Devin, I got this.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pissing
told
blood
you
at the end of
stop
the fucking
drinking
day.
water, and you're like, you should drink water. I'm like, well, that's going to interrupt my chain smoking.
It was just, but I was always like, Devin and everybody was like giving these guys water, and I'm like, just fucking drink. And then Remy's like, because you had to do that, like the first scene when you're like crawling, we had to do that like 4 or 5 times. And it, like that takes a lot out of you when you're not used to wearing the gear and the uniform and shit.
Shit gets
And
heavy fast.
you were like dying, and I'm like, drink water, like pound it. You're like, but I'm like, just fucking drink the whole bottle. Just do it. Go in the shade, drink the whole fucking bottle. Okay. And like Chris Eric, who played Avald, and then John Van Meering played Richter, and then Noah, the other guy. They were all drinking water because they knew that, But like you had to fucking, like, I forced you. I'm like, drink water or you're gonna die. We can't have that. And then I wasn't drinking water.
That's bad for the insurance coverage.
Right? No, and then we got those shots done and everything, and then it was funny because you just got your ass kicked throughout the whole movie.
Oh god,
basically.
remember the helmet in the first day too when Eric launched my helmet off my head, and didn't it hit like the cameraman or something?
Oh, but that was on a fucking, it wasn't filmed. It was on a fucking it was on a rehearsal round.
Oh,
he smacked you and your helmet falls off.
yeah,
No,
but
he smacked his helmet off of his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
Like it was completely, it fucking went off and it went because like Cooper and Noble were sitting there just like trying to get the angles for when that whole thing happened about like when he was like yelling at Remy, you know, and fucking in one take, we were all getting tired, we were all hungry, we were all hot, pissed off, fucking whatever. And then it was like a run through, and we're like, and then I think it was Noble was sitting there trying to get the angle.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Chris just goes wham, and his fucking helmet goes flying and hits like almost hits the camera. And he's like, ooh, okay. And I think I got part of that on my phone, but I don't think I got the whole thing. We were just laughing, and then I think that was the one. No, there was another one too where Chris he got so fucking mad, he was so in the moment where he started screaming in English. Stop fucking looking at me like that. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh yeah, he was
Yeah.
And then we get done, and you're like, oh God, oh, did I do anything wrong? You know, and he's like, no, just why were you looking at me like that? And then he gets out of it, and he's like, fine. And I'm like, or somebody said, you did the last bit in English, and he's like, fuck.
Yeah. He was pissed off, like to the point where it was like, I turned around. I was doing something important, and I turned around being like, oh, here we go. Yep.
Yeah, and he just got into it, and that would have made a great fucking take, but he just finished it in English, you know? And I'm like, and I was laughing because I'm like, I've been there many times.
Sometimes you just gotta blow up. You feel a little
And
better after.
and it was funny because that night, so we'll go into that story, is that night, because I had a van that I drove, for people that are listening. I had a van that I drove that had all the weapons, most of the equipment and the ammo and all that shit in my van that I rented. And I had 3 seats. So whoever wanted to ride with me could ride with me. Lane rode with me every fucking trip, basically, except for a couple. And then, so this night, we've got Chris Eric, who played Avald, his squad leader at the beginning, who beat the fuck out of him. And he's sitting in the front seat. And this is the same day that this happens. Remy's in the back seat. And then, it was Lane. That's who was in the, And because I didn't know you were in the van. I knew Lane was in the van and Chris was in the van, but I'm like, whoever else is riding with me, who gives a fuck? So we go up out of this fucking, this is when I'm pissing blood too. I'm so dehydrated and hungry because I got a salad for lunch that day.
We got
Lovely.
salads for lunch like 4 out of the 5 days.
Right. And I'm like, I'm a big dude. And I'm moving a lot. Like I'm running like up and down hills, literally running to grab shit. I need calories, or I'm going to, I can't do the weight loss thing in this moment.
Well, like you and me lost a shit ton of weight over the
I lost
course of that
16
thing.
pounds in 14 days.
I lost like 15 something. 15 pounds about in that week. Yeah.
But anyway, so we're all fucking pissed off, tired, and we're driving. I get out of this fucking the valley that we were in, and we're driving back. And Chris is sitting next to me, and I was like, I'm really hungry, dude. He goes, I'm so hungry too. Long story short, Remy pipes up, and he goes, I don't think I've ever been this hungry in my life. And I was like, oh, you're in here? Okay. And then Lane,
like, Jesus Christ, and you're like,
I'm like, well, okay. And then Lane's like, I'm fucking starving too. Like whatever. We got the issue was addressed immediately, but like, I'm like, okay. And then Chris is like, can we just fucking stop at Subway or something, please? I'm like,
get some protein, any kind of
all
protein.
right. So we pull into this fucking Subway right before the interstate. Remember that, Devin? Like it was like you go there and then there's the interstate.
Because you were telling me you're like, you need to eat. By like day 4, you're like, you need to eat.
Yes.
You can't live off cigarettes. Yeah.
Right. And so we pull off. It's Remy, Lane, Chris, and me. And the 3 guys, or no, Lane's and Civvies, Remy and fucking Chris are wearing German shit. Chris is wearing his German boots. And Remy's in his German shit, full of mud, just full of shit. Right? Just like fucking filthy. We go into Subway, and these guys like, hey, welcome to Subway. Can I take your all's order? And they're nice and everything. And I'm like, because I have celiac, of course. I've told you this on live streams and people know this, but like I go last and I'm like, are you one of the places that has gluten-free bread options? He goes, y'all mean the flatbread? And I was like,
No.
I'm like, all right. And then Chris is like, protein bowl. And I'm like, fair. And I'm like, grab a bowl, put all of the rest of that tuna into that bowl, put all the rest of those pickles and olives into that bowl, and the spinach, top it off. He's like, we're going to have to charge you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you charge me. Just fucking do it. And so we wrote back, basically, the long story short is, you know, Lane and Remy and Chris and I wrote back, and we started. That's when we talked about Luftwaffles.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was funny because like I'm sitting there, I'm driving like 75 down this fucking this interstate, this fucking highway, and I'm just like doing this, like scooping shit, and everybody's just
shoveling
gorging.
pickles and tuna into your
Oh
mouth.
yeah, and then Chris and Remy and Lane are just shoveling their sandwiches in their mouth. And so we're driving down like 75 miles an hour on these mountain roads and shit, the curvy as shit. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what people say. Like, when we get back, just don't show it to them. We didn't go there. It's not fair. But I'm like, we need food. And then we talked about Luftwaffles. And Remy, I've never seen him fucking laugh that fucking hard. Because once we got done shoveling the shit into our mouths and we were okay, I started talking about Luftwaffles with Chris. Because Chris is like, he's an older, like, not older, he's older than me. He's not an old dude, but he's older than me.
He's like 33 or something like that.
No,
yeah.
he's like almost, well, he was almost 40 at the time, or he was
Really?
40. Yeah, I know. Yeah, very good shape. And so, anyway, we start talking, and then we start talking about Luftwaffles, and then Chris is like, I don't fucking believe it. I'm like, pull him up on your fucking phone. And I gave the real name, which I won't do here. And he pulls him up, and he's like, oh my God, you're not joking. Shows him to Remy. Remy goes, and he starts just fucking laughing because I tell him about the sour cream story where the first time I met Luftwaffles, which is a meme, who is a meme, I guess.
Yeah.
The first time I ever met him in a World War I reenactment, we walked up to him, and one of the guys I was with was like, hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, whatever. And he knew who he was. And he's like, what do you got in your gas mask can? He opens up, he goes, oh, I just got sour cream in here. And he pulls out a pound, a 16-ounce fucking, we're not fucking around here. We got the 16-ounce jar of sour cream. And I just went, I can't
Remy
do this.
fucking had to mute his mic. He's laughing so hard.
Yeah, and so we're talking about this story in the van, and yeah, Chris and Remy and Lane are just fucking going nuts laughing, and I'm like, I'm trying to keep it straight. I'm like, I'm driving at 75 miles an hour. I want to get the fuck back, but I'm laughing too. I'm like,
you can also just imagine him just cracking the seal on the thing, peeling the foil off, and just.
No, that's the thing. Is like it was so fucked up, and I was like, I told him the story. They're like,
Remy
I don't
died.
believe you. And the funniest part was like, Chris is like, yeah, well, okay, that's a funny story, but like, and I was like, nope, I'm vindicated. Check this out. And then he pulled up his fucking profile, and then he showed Remy, and Remy died in the back seat. He couldn't fucking do it. He was laughing so hard he almost threw up.
Yeah.
And so we get back. He's still fucking doing it. And so we get back to the place, and I'm like, all Subway paraphernalia gets fucking police stop. You take it with you. Don't show anybody. And then we're all talking about Luftwaffles. Everybody's like, what the fuck is a Luftwaffles?
I remember one. Who was it? It was one of the guys from Iowa in my squad was talking to somebody about Luftwaffles, and he comes down and he's like, they're up there talking about Luftwaffles. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other guy from Iowa was Calvin, who played yeah. And
who also died in the movie. Yeah.
That was a fucking hilarious fucking ride back. And that was the first ride back where I'm like, okay, we can do this. We're just laughing. We can do this. It's not a total shit show. It's fun. And then we got back, and I think Chris pocketed his other half of his sandwich. Remy, you got a foot long, right?
Yeah, I ate that whole thing.
Oh, you ate the whole thing in the car?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Yeah, you were hungry as shit. You needed
Yeah.
food bad.
Oh.
But I think Chris or somebody or I think it was Lane pocketed that. I'm like, nobody knows about this. We didn't fucking go to Subway. And then that night, after I went to sleep, I talked to the people and I'm like, there needs to be increased rations and more protein.
Yeah.
And it was addressed. It was good. It was fine for the rest of it. But like those first couple days sucked. And
Yeah.
it was like,
well, I remember day 3. I had a similar story where it was me and the makeup artist, and we were out there setting up all the gear and everything like that. The 3 of us, and I was like, on our way, there's a Casey's like a mile away.
Yeah. Yep.
And we stopped, and I'm like, what kind of coffee do you 2 want? I'm gonna go in and buy a whole ass breakfast pizza.
Yep.
And we ate it on the fucking hood of his
Lindsay. That was the makeup artist. Yeah, Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay. Yep. And I was trying not to drop any names, but
no, you can drop first names.
Okay,
it's in the credits.
We're in this slug bug, and we drink, like, each of us had 2 or 3 cup, like, big, like 16-ounce coffees, and we ate this whole breakfast pizza on the hood of this fucking lime green slug bug.
Yep.
At 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that was a rough day.
Yeah, it was rough as shit because like once we got our groove, it was fine. But like those few first days were rough, and then like,
the first
Remy
4 days were
Remy's sitting there sucking dick, just fucking. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Just he's getting his ass beat in these scenes too. Like,
oh god,
because didn't the actors like ask you like, hey, is it okay if we do this?
Yeah, and then oh my god, my cheeks. What's it called? They were like bright red by the end of that day.
Yep.
Because the guy was just like slapping me in the cheeks the entire time.
Kyle,
it wasn't like aggressive. He was just like that, but like we did it like 10 times.
Yep.
But when you have to do like 8 takes of that, it adds up, like.
That was just an interesting one.
That was fucking insane. Like, and then you just kept getting like fucked because it's like, oh, well, now we have to go out and like get your shooting scene, your actual shooting scene for this, whatever. And then you had to shoot guns again, and you were like, and I'm like, just shoot this direction, you're fine.
Gun, you know what you're doing, it's fine. Guns are like any other tool. It's like a kitchen knife. Just use it right, and you'll be fine.
Yep, and he was fine. It was good to go. Like, it was just like, because I mean, a K98, to be fair, that's a beast of a rifle.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Mauser 98 in general will handle 4 times the pressure that any round will be loaded for. It's such a strong.
It's a beast, though. It's a fucking the K98 especially kicks a lot.
Yeah,
and it's insane. But yeah, so yeah, Jake. So we had to basically when you see the scene of like right before they give up. Right before you see that, like when you see the cut scene to him actually shooting a K98, we actually had to go out and film that separately and then cut that in.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now, actually.
Yeah, and he was shooting live rounds. In that scene. Yep, yeah.
Pretty much everybody was shooting live ammo in the movie, except for a couple of the submachine guns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the submachine gun, the Thompson was blanks, and then the MP40 was blanks. Yeah. But the rifles, whenever they're shot, they're live rounds. Like when Jake goes up and Roe in the movie goes up and shoots, Mueller. Yeah. I keep wanting to do like first names because I know everybody like by first names, and I'm trying to remember the characters. But like when he goes up and shoots him, that was live rounds as well.
Yeah,
and that was. Yeah, everything was live rounds except the submachine guns. Yes. The G41 was live rounds.
I was going to say, even in the expensive G41 in the movie, which, by the way, if you guys pick that out, props to you.
Yep.
I noticed it.
Yeah. It's definitely there.
It's a very rare firearm, but it was very common.
They made
it's rare today.
100,000 of them or something like that. They were surprisingly around. So
yep, they were around, and they just wanted to get rid of them, and they're like, yeah, just if somebody can figure it out. But like, it's funny because like in the first scene when like Remy was shooting the K98, you can see like he said it, like it recoiled up and back because it's a fucking heavy round. And Remy's like, he's not a small guy, but he's not a big guy. He's just like an average sized dude, and that fucking bucked him. You know.
I mean, it's a gun that's got some recoil to it. It's one of those things where it's like people don't realize
honestly, that probably would have bucked me too. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm actually under 220 now, thankfully.
But yeah, the K98 fucking bucks.
The 8mm Mauser is just a really
it's a stout round.
It is a stout round, and at least they weakened the ammo a little bit in World War II compared to the World War I loads, but which is like
they also made the rifle shorter.
Yep.
They did make the rifle shorter, but like they weakened all the ammo so it could all be consistent with the machine guns. But like the World War I era, which is what the Turkish ammo is loaded to.
Yeah, very hot.
Wow, why is Turkish ammo so hot? I'm like, because it's loaded to the World War I pressures.
Yep.
And the World War I ammo was loaded like 22% hotter than the World War II ammo because they made it all. The German army made it all consistent in 1937. All their ammo from there on was consistent MG spec ammo. All the 8mm Mauser, anyways, and so you actually got lighter recoil. And that's what the modern stuff is loaded to, is slightly less than that.
It's less than that, yeah.
Well, yeah, because they got to take in the fact of the Gewehr 88s.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, I mean, Remy, you fucking handled it like a fucking champ. Like you did your fucking time and you got to shoot guns. And
yeah, you should go buy a K98 now and you can put it up on your wall.
I should.
Or take it out to the range.
You're going to realize that K98s are ludicrously expensive, despite the fact that they made like 9 million of them.
Just like the M1 Garand?
Like, for a good quality one, you're going to spend like $2,000.
Yeah, just like the M1 Garand. A good quality one's pushing $3,000 to $4,000 now.
Because Americans love Nazi shit and American stuff.
That's very true.
That's it. And it's like...
Mike, did you see the view count on Revly on YouTube?
Yeah, it's at 2.3 million.
2.4.
Yeah. Remy, did you see that?
I saw when we hit 2 mil, but I haven't seen since.
Yeah, it's climbing. Like people have seen it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says 2.4 mil.
Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot a part of the story. Like, so when we're driving to Subway, before that whole conversation happened, like I realized Remy was back there, and I'm like looking at Chris. I'm like, you just beat the shit out of him today. And I'm like, Remy, how you doing, buddy? And he's like, I'm fine. Just like, I'm good. And then Chris is like, oh, hey, man. Yeah, you did a good job today, man. They shook hands and everything. And I'm just like, oh, fuck.
How purple was your shoulder?
Oh God, I remember when I was on the plane back after that entire week, like my arm, I was just like, it was still like kind of tingling because I was on the plane and I'm like, ah, what the fuck?
Yeah, if you're not used to it, you don't know like proper form and stuff. That shit'll beat you up.
Well, and also he was shooting prone, which sucks.
Yeah. Oh God,
I don't care how good you are at shooting.
You're getting it like right on your fucking collarbone.
Yep. Yeah, there's no padding up there.
Yep. Nope. So he did that, and it was like, yeah. But no, he fucking did it, and
he grabbed his shoulder.
It sucks. Like even I get bruised shoulders. Like,
yeah.
Oh, dude, I went out shooting on Tuesday, and like I brought the M95, which is right there, and the Wernel for a bunch of like 12-year-olds to shoot, and I shot like 2 clips through the M95, and I was like, fuck.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've got a Mauser 9130 on the wall.
Mosin.
Right up here. Yeah. Mosin 9130. I'm tired. Sorry. And that thing kicks like a fucking mule. And it's a steel butt plate.
You should shoot like the 38s then, the little carbines.
Oh my God, I don't want to. Mine's the extra goon, so mine's the extra long barrel.
But you get the like collapsed sun of like a 3.5-foot muzzle flash as well.
I honestly think the projectile is sticking out of the muzzle on one of those.
Yeah. I mean, I have the heaviest Mosin ever made, the 24, the finished 24, and that thing still is rough.
And then I've got my 1903 up there, and
that bucks. Those things, it's like a K98 basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that 30-06.
30-06
even
fucking
modern
63
civilian
millimeter
loading,
gun.
even modern civilian loading of 30-06 is pretty brutal.
Yep. And Virginia reenactor, yeah, it was. Here's the thing: is we had a very, very limited budget, very, and so we had to use the BFONGs basically for the automatic weapons. So yeah, it is what it is. Like we did our best.
Yeah,
as far as
like,
that
we
shit.
got real MGs. Like we got a fucking Gewehr 41. Where are you going to see that in any other World War II movie?
Shooting
like,
live rounds.
Yeah, like for real. It's like a real G41. You know, like all the guns in the movie are real. Like the gear that I wore in the movie is like was Mike's actual like fucking World War I gear.
Yeah.
You know, like it was all real shit. And
World War One gear or World War II gear?
World War One, because
they
had a lot of shit left
World
over.
War One gear, yeah.
Okay.
It was reissued until Korea. You see World War One shit pop up, but like, so in like with Remy, like it's funny because do you remember Remy like on the first couple of shoots that we did, or like takes that we did rather, where you guys were shooting and then Noble and Cooper were like kind of to the side of you, getting those shots, and they were like, holy fuck, the concussion from those things are like insane.
Well, yeah, you're not getting all the powder burned in that whole barrel length on any of those guns.
No, but the concussion, it's like, and you were just sitting there fucking going to town, just fucking rocking that
Cranking
bolt,
them off, yeah.
And yeah, it's funny, like your character in the movie, like you just get your ass beat down, but you also get the best way out possible.
Yeah, I remember that. We had that whole discussion about the endings, and you're like, you got it the best, trust me.
You get taken back to a fucking American camp, you get sent to a PW camp in the United States, you live out the war, you go back to Germany if you so choose, or you just move back to the US, you know? But like that, it was like, because you went through so much shit in one day.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that scene where you guys shot all the guns, that killed me. There's my coat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's like, I was the first one to die. So, you know, like.
Yeah, and I just watched it happen. And it was wonderful. And I think I'm going to go watch it again. I'm just going to clip that one scene of you dying and put it in as a GIF.
God, I really wish they could have used the like one shot where like all my squibs exploded, but it like sprayed the fucking camera.
Well, and do you guys, Remy, do you remember like, were you, I think, yeah, you were on set because I was like, I had to go get something from on top of the hill or like back at the house or whatever. And I was squealing down the hill in reverse.
Yeah.
I was like, I maxed that fucker out. And all of a sudden, Chris Irk like walks behind like on the trail and he goes, stop. He puts his hands up and I just slammed on the brakes. I put it in park and I turned the fucking thing off. And all of a sudden he looks over and that's the scene that where like Devin got shot and everything. And the squad gets ambushed and shit because they had to film that. And then Chris goes, okay, good. Because they got it because the squibs went off and everything. I almost fucked that scene up by like squealing down backwards in the van.
Yeah, by hearing the van noises in the background. Yeah.
Well, I was like rolling too. It wasn't like I was
going.
Yeah.
You were moving.
There was dust, but like I was like, oh shit. But yeah, that was fucking fun. And then yeah, I think the last scene you actually had to do was the shooting, like with Bart and Kyle, not Kyle, Kevin.
I think that was. Yeah, because they were just sitting there with their guns and I had to live fire, like, and we were staggered.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And you were shooting in a safe direction and everything. And like, because that's what came through for the, that scene where you're shooting back and nobody else is. And then, you know, it's funny because I didn't realize this, but like the way it was cut, like Kevin's calling Bo like a coward and he's not shooting either.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
you're the only one that's actually shooting back.
You can't do both. Come on.
You know, you're shooting and then, you know, Bullock's like, fucking stop. What are you doing, you retard? And then you're just like, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
I mean, to be fair, he's a coward because he's Polish.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh no.
If Bart was here, he would kick the shit out of you.
no,
You
I
know that.
agree. He probably would. Yeah.
If we were in the same room, I'd kick the shit out of you.
Well, Bart's from Poland. He
is
grew
from
up there,
Poland, yeah.
so yeah, he would kick the fuck out of Devin, and you could get sloppy seconds at best.
I'm okay with that.
The pile
Yeah.
of mush.
Yeah,
Well, I found out. I watched that scene again where Devin died. Watched it a couple of times. I know why he died. It's because he was looking at his fucking belly button. He's on patrol in hostile territory, and he's looking down at his toes.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. You
Yeah,
notice how he
I'm
rolls his
tired.
eyes?
My
You notice how he
squad
rolls his
leader's
eyes?
incompetent. What more do you want from me? Okay.
Ooh. Hey, Nick, if you're watching, if you ever watch this, that's them's fighting words.
That's
I'm
kind of what he
supposed to
was
call
like.
Nick
The whole
later.
thing he was about. He's like, yeah, I'm glad I never made it to be a squad. He told me that because he was in my squad. He's like, I'm glad I never made it to be a squad leader. Pretty much everyone died, and I was like, yeah, you kind of sucked at it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And yeah, because it was just he's like, I lost pretty much everybody, and I'm like, yeah, over the span of like 8 seconds.
I love when you're like you're
And the
pointing
ones
at
that
the hills.
didn't die got captured.
Mhm.
Well, it's like
Right.
we made it out to like where it was at least me and one of the other guys was supposedly a part of the squad since like North Africa. We've been
Yeah.
around for a while, and it's like, and here it is, we're done. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's like you guys like, you know, you're also tired and shit. And when you say, hey, Hill, whatever is here,
I was like,
and
we're
that's
fucking
Hill,
lost, and he's like, shut up.
I
And
know
I'm
the
like,
way, and you just roll
idiot.
your eyes. You're like,
Yeah, I was
okay,
like, it's
all right.
fucking idiot. Yeah,
If you
so-
know the way, then you fucking lead.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just trying to
That would-
carry up
that-
water and fucking food to the guys, and
I had
they got
2
lost.
ammo cans that I also had to like simultaneously set off like 4 squids with. It was
Yeah.
like, come on.
Mike,
Yeah.
you know that would have been the response had we still been in. The point man's the only one who knows where he is, but the squad leader's like, oh no, this is where we're at with blah, blah. Okay, if you know where we're going, then you fucking lead.
And that's exactly what I did. I tried to tell him, and he's like, go fuck yourself. And I got shot.
Yeah, and he's just like rolls his eyes and like, whatever. I'm gonna look at my
At that
feet.
point, getting shot is just a fucking relief.
Pretty much. Yeah.
His last thought was probably, thank God I don't need to listen to that
Thank
asshole
God I
anymore.
don't have to deal with this shitbag. It's like, I got killed a lot. Look at this thing. So,
A little bit of
the
wear.
worst part was, like, I didn't even get multiple uniforms. So the first day of
that was
shooting,
fun.
the squibs didn't go off. They all burst inside my jacket, but they didn't like go through. And I was like, motherfucker. And so we had to like wash the whole uniform and then cut more holes into it. And yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun time, but like it got made, and it's like, you know, and then Remy just gets his ass kicked by fucking Chris. Like, because here's the thing is like the take that made it into the film is one take out of about 10 or 12.
There was
like
a lot of them, yeah.
there was, and fucking Chris beat the shit out of Remy. Not like in a fucking bad way. It was all consensual and
Yeah.
everything. Like that's why I asked you, like, because Chris asked you, like, you know, hey, can I
Yeah.
get hands on? And you're like, yeah, go for it.
It wasn't
And-
like he was wailing on me.
no, but he
No.
was like, it was just like over time, it's like, well, shit, I'm getting my ass handed to me, you know?
Mhm.
And it's like, finally, we fucking got the takes and everything. And it was just fucking hilarious. Like, all the actors were really good about like asking other actors. Like, that's how you do it, is like,
Consent was a pretty big thing, yeah.
yep, can I go hands on? If you're not comfortable with that, how can we make this work?
I mean,
Blah,
it
blah,
even
blah.
went further too. Like even actors like coming up to Michael suggesting stuff. And he was like, yeah,
Yep.
go for it.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Yeah. And it was good because like, I mean, your reaction, like, here's the thing is like your reaction. I just watched like the first part today for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, maybe it just lined up. I didn't plan this at all, but like I was just watching the first like half of it basically until they get in the cave. And your reaction to like seeing what you did to Calvin, and then getting pissed off about it, and then you get transferred to the other squad, and then walking past that corpse in the abandoned line. When you see the head and you just go, like, you don't want to see it. That was really fucking cool.
Oh,
You know? No,
thank
it's like a subtle thing.
Yeah.
But like, it was just, fuck. Like, I don't want to look at that. Like, just
Everyone's
walk
got to
on.
see their first dead body sometime, and it's always rough.
But you're also the only one besides the first squad. You're the only one in the second squad that actually fired at the fucking Americans, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was the only
So-
one doing my job. I'm just saying.
I was just gonna say that. You're the only one who did your job.
Except he didn't kill anybody.
Well, you know, I was already positive from the last encounter, so.
Yeah. No, it was fucking cool. And yeah, it's Cody, go fucking lay down. Stop being a whiny bitch. Go lay
No,
down.
he's gotta pee.
Go lay down.
He's gotta pee.
Fucking dog. He's so
Yeah, I
fucking
know.
spoiled. That's the
why
problem.
I
is
don't
that
have a dog.
we spoil our fucking animals so bad.
For sure. I got 4 cats. Maybe if one of them keeps misbehaving, soon 3. But
Well, I had 4 cats until a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, but
Yeah.
now I've got 3.
yeah, don't worry. Mine's gonna be 3, but it's gonna be one of those like type things.
Oops.
And then it's gonna get barbecued for supper.
No, it's gonna be the nicest fucking pair of mittens I've ever owned, though.
He's not
Oh,
Korean.
you can do both.
Yeah,
You can do both.
but
You're not gonna eat the skin.
Oof.
You can make cat
But-
burgers and mittens.
that's fair. It's 1 hamburger out of that cat. There's nothing to it.
That's so fucked.
Yeah,
That's so
this is-
fucked.
At least we're not talking about napalm again.
Don't
Oh, do you want to
shut,
talk about Rachel?
shut the fuck up. So long story short, Remy, we had to zap a stream
Last week.
because somebody, not pointing any fucking fingers, decided to talk about that in detail.
Yeah,
And
somebody brought up napalm about how to make it, and I was like,
Nope.
no,
Hey,
this
shut
is
the-
actually the like
Nope.
better one.
Shut the fuck up.
It's-
Shut the fuck up. We're not zapping this stream.
That's fair. I didn't say it, but I was like, no, this is the better way to do this. And
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it was fine, but whatever. But for fuck's
I
sake.
did go price check that, by the way. It's $57.98.
Hey, how about hey, Devin, 2 words. Shut the fuck up.
You make 5 gallons of it for $57.98.
How about you shut the fuck up?
Right.
Or I'm gonna take me and my little porn stash and go fucking destroy your ass.
Oh, don't threaten me.
What
with
is it, like a 2-hour drive over to his place from yours?
Well,
Not even?
Yeah, that's about 2 hours.
That's just enough time to leave. Ugh, napalm
What a
for the
fucking
kids. Not any more than anyone else.
what the fuck, Remy? What do you got going on right now?
Let me see. I have a call later with Nick. We're supposed to discuss production on something.
Nick, of course.
Yes.
Tell him he's a fucking faggot.
Yeah, he was my
From
squad
me.
leader. He got me killed.
He did. He likes to get his team killed.
He does. He's
Yeah.
really. He was really proud of it too. for
No,
a
I
while
think he
there,
gets
and I
off
was
to
like,
it.
And he likes it when Remy does it.
Nick was 101. He was in Afghanistan and everything. So he
Oh.
was a vet too. And it's like, so we had a few combat vets on set, and it was fun because like Nick was hilarious because he's like, my whole squad's gonna die, and I'm like, well, not all of it. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
my whole
maybe, like
squad's
2 of them that make it.
yeah, we're fucked. And he's like, I'm okay with that. And it was like
I was
we
fuck
had
you, dude. Lead better. Yeah,
dude, the fucking the house we had down there, the mansion we had was awesome because like that squad had their own little room. And
yeah, we
then
slept at the bottom of the stairs.
yeah, and the Krauts had, Remy and all the other Nazi kinder had fucking their own little like the pool room basically,
pool
like the game
room,
room. And you had fucking Kevin there, Artur is kind of your leader, but like it was cool because like Chris and all the other Germans were like in one room. And it was kind of cool in the morning because it was funny because like where our rooms were at. Like we could not get out because you guys were in the bathroom.
Yeah. You
And
were
I'm
locked
like,
away.
we got to take guns out like now.
Shut
And
up,
so we were
Mike.
just
I'm
like-
trying to fucking destroy the toilet, okay? Like,
We had to walk through some fucking destruction.
heinous.
Heinous
destruction
destruction.
in that bathroom.
I mean,
Drop
people
the
were-
H.
Oh, no, it was bad. It was,
Yeah, there was one morning where it was like literally after I get out, they start bringing guns through, and I was like, "Oh my god, I absolutely fucking wrecked that bathroom."
dude. And yeah, it was one of those things where we're walking through with like fucking $20,000 worth of guns on our back, and we're like, getting through the bathroom and shit, like
Dude,
going
I'm
out.
doing nothing but shitting cigarettes and water.
Yeah.
Like, so-
And, Remy, I can see the Krauts are sitting there. Everybody's sleeping. We're out there earlier because I'm like, they need to get more sleep than I do. I thought.
yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm walking through the bathroom going, oh, somebody just destroyed this bitch,
Me being a whole brass fucking section of an orchestra in that bathroom. So-
Yeah, it was lovely going through. And then we
Corpses
eventually
aren't
were like,
supposed to stink up the bathroom.
well, no, the problem was like we were in a room that was not supposed to be a bedroom. We'll just say that.
Their room was like a tiny room that was like off of the like water heater and the like water softener and stuff like that. And yeah.
Yeah, it was not, there was no egress. It was like
You had to walk
Yeah.
through a bathroom to get there. And then,
20,000
like,
in guns, so what, 5 guns in today's market? Is the comment.
that's about it. But we were carrying MG34s and fucking,
But it was a good
G41s.
place to keep the guns because the like 2 people that were the main armorers were sleeping between the actors and the guns, so they were the
Yep.
most safe there.
Yeah, it was Brian and me. Yep. And then Sam was in there too, and he fucking did a great job. And we had the whole that arms room was awesome. It was like a closet.
It was awesome.
Like Remy, you saw that, right?
yeah, it was like the little vault you had in there.
Yeah, the little vault. You have to get past us to get to any fucking guns. And we had all that shit secured. And it was a good setup, but like for us as a bedroom, not so great.
Yeah, 3 people sleeping fucking elbows to elbows, but
Yeah.
at least you
And
guys had real beds. So
Hey, I'm never gonna bitch about the fact that I had a fucking queen size for myself because I fucking needed that. We got so little sleep on that set. We got like 3. There was one morning where it was funny as shit because like Sam was like, he's like, yeah, I'm just gonna head out early. I think it was one of the mornings with you because you were
yeah,
sleeping.
me
on
and
your
him
cot.
were gonna head out at like 2:45 in the morning. Yeah.
Right. And I woke up at we went to bed at like 11:30, which is an early night for us. And I woke up at like 12:30 in like a trance, like back in the military days. And I was like, Sam, it's 3. You gotta get going. You're late. You definitely gotta go out there. You just gotta get up. And he's like, huh? And I'm like, you have to get out there. It's like Rick and Morty shit. Like in real life, though. I'm like, Sam, you gotta get out there. You gotta get there, buddy. There's a big mission. And it's fucking. He goes, oh, okay. And then Brian wakes up and he goes, hey, Mike. And I'm like, no, Brian, hold on. It's 3. He's got to get out there. Brian's like, no. Hey, Mike. Oh, Nick's on this fucking stream.
That's right.
Let me send him a
Perez
fucking link.
Perez squad, yeah.
Nick, can you get on here? Do you want to get on here?
You got to talk about how you're such a bad squad leader and you got us
The whole
killed.
fucking squad got killed and captured. 100% fucking
100%
MIA.
casualty, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucked. But no, and then Sam's like, or Brian goes, hey, Mike, it's 12:45. He's got a couple hours. And I'm like, I kind of came to it. I'm like, I checked my watch. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, Sam. And he goes, yeah. Oh, okay. He rolls over and goes back to sleep again. And I'm like, Brian goes, you need to get some sleep, Mike. And I'm like, yeah. All right. I
Well, it got to be kind of weird where it was like every morning I would be up at like 1 a.m. after going to bed at like 11. And I'm sitting there waiting for the coffee to be made so I could try to chug 1 cup of coffee before we go.
Yeah, but you're an insomniac by nature.
I'm an insomniac, yeah. But it's like the cook guy would like get up and he'd be like, oh, good morning. And I'd be like, so when's the coffee? And he's like, oh, I'll get it going right away. And
Dude, our fucking kitchen staff, besides a few little things, They were fucking on point.
They were on point. Yeah.
Oh, the
It's
best.
like-
And he's like, he would start the coffee right away, and I would then by like the time I would get about halfway through my first cup of coffee, Sam would come up and he'd be like, "Fucking, let's get rolling." I'd be like, "Let's go set shit up for the whole day so we could roll smooth." Yeah.
Right, because I'm like, dude, I have to sleep for a couple hours. I'm gonna be worthless in the morning. Can you guys do this? Yep. I'm like, all right, go to sleep. I sent you guys to bed early every night. Like I sent Sam, I was like, Sam, go to sleep. And then we would be up until probably, well, that's why I say 11 was early. I'd usually be up
Yeah.
until like 2 and I'd wake up at 4.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It was pretty common for 1 to 2 hours of sleep for a lot of people.
yeah, it was fucking, and I don't do well on little sleep. And it's just like a lot of caffeine and a lot of nicotine.
Yep.
And
Smoked a
Jake,
lot of cigarettes.
Jake, does it make you want to make a movie?
Sure.
So,
I already know. I already know what I could do for the next one. I could be the guy running the camcorder, recording all the behind the scenes shit for the bloopers.
all the
reel.
behind the scenes.
Well, there was some of that. Like we've actually got a lot of footage.
There's a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
footage in it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny too. Like because we were all so goddamn like Remy was fucked.
I got the only picture of Mike, the guy who was the most against smoking, holding a cigarette. And I was like, fucking got him.
Who?
Mike, the director.
Oh yeah, he was holding the cigarette.
He was always against, always against smoking.
He didn't.
Because I had gave Kevin a cigarette because me and him like the same cigarettes, and then he was like, "Oh, I gotta go shoot the scene. Can you hold my cigarette?" And he's holding Kevin's cigarette. Well, he's like,
he didn't
directing
smoke
the
it, but he was
scene.
holding it. Yeah.
Yep, and I was like, I zoomed way in on my phone camera and I snapped a picture of him. It was like, fucking got him, and I like circled it. And he has a cigarette, and I sent it to Mike, and Mike's like, is he actually smoking? And I was like, nah, he's just holding Kevin's cigarette. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the BTS or like Bart during the what was it? It was the Arthur letter scene
Yeah.
with Brander.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Bart got the stink eye from Mike because he was a little reckless.
Well, no, he wasn't reckless. He was just getting into his fucking. He was getting into his character.
Getting into his character.
Yeah, he was method.
But it's funny because like Bart was just trying to like he was also bored, and he was like, "Das Gewehr das Gewehr ab."
Well, there were just some days where people were sitting around for like 4 or 5 hours before they got to do anything.
Yep.
Hey, it's just like being in the military.
No, it actually it's not like being in the military, but it's similar. Like as far as like the hours and shit,
Yeah.
it's not as stressful. It really isn't, but it was. I just went back. That's why I woke Sam up at fucking 12:45 when he had to be up at 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You gotta get up, man. You gotta get up," you know. And I just got back into that mode, like the military mode, and it was just like weird. But I'm asking Nick if he wants to come on. He might be out and about, but I mean, Nick wants to come on. That's fucking hilarious.
That would be great.
Yeah, fucking Perez.
See my old squad leader. Come on now.
Yeah, your old squad leader shooting the B-fong. That was very obviously pointed out in chat. Oh, well, you know, the autistic fucking people like us, like, well, you hit a closed bolt Thompson. It's like, yeah, no shit, dipshit. We couldn't spend 50 grand on a fucking.
Oh, yeah, 20 grand on an actual Thompson.
Yeah, even we tried to get class 3 shit. Nobody's gonna loan.
Dude, like, I was so surprised that we fucking got an actual BAR. You know, like
it was a semi, but yeah, it was a BAR. Yeah. Yep. And Remy, did you get to hold that?
Yes, I got to hold everything because we went through the vault. Remember?
Yep, the MG34, the 42, everything. Yeah, it's that was a fun night because you guys just kind of all stormed in, and you're like, "Hey, can we hold the guns?" And we're like, okay, all right." And no, that was a fun night. Like, just having all the actors like be able to do their thing, and then we went out and after you left, we went out and did a range day.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the guys that were in like who the fuck was still there?
I think most of us were because we did the range day like
still there. Yeah.
So you were out there, right?
Well, no, because we did the 2 cars and it started raining, so I got rained out. We got there and then we had to leave.
But you shot guns.
I didn't get to shoot. I was like in the last part of the wave. I literally walked out.
Oh,
Yeah, that was like the day after I left.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah, that was like the day after I left because I was there for 7 days and I had to leave.
Yeah. Because I remember like we went there and I was like, yeah, Nick, check your fucking Facebook
Nick,
messages.
come on, you got to get on here, man. You got to get on the stream. Come on.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking. He's not responding to me.
That's because you called him gay.
Oh no, Nick's definitely a fag. Nick's definitely a fag.
Well, he was in the 100 first.
He was in the
so-
100 worst. Yeah, like he wears the 100 worst combat patch. Like fuck him.
Yeah, they're so concerned about what their division did in World War II. They've done nothing significant since.
Oh God, Remy, you look like a fucking child.
I know that's such a bad photo too, just in general. I don't know who
It's
took
so
it. of me.
bad.
It's so horrible. It's
The broccoli
it's
top
actually-
going on. Like
That was the haircut. It's just like when I didn't have like the helmet on, it just fluffed up.
Jake, I'm gonna forward this to you.
That was from
It's
the
so
vault.
fucking funny. Do you want me to like? Do
You can do whatever with that photo.
you want me
I
to
don't
just
care.
show it publicly? I'm gonna
Yeah,
this
go for
bitch.
it.
Yeah.
That's not what I look like now. So
Oh God, you look like a fucking 3-year-old, like holding.
a 3-year-old with like a lollipop.
Put it on the stream. Put it on the
Yeah.
stream.
I'm working on it. Fuck.
Alright.
Okay, I had to save the picture. I saved it to. Okay. Okay. God damn, that's fucking hilarious.
When I get killed in Call of Duty, that's who they're killing.
Where did you put all of that hair?
In the helmet.
Yeah, it goes in the helmet.
There's enough
Come on.
room in those helmets for that.
That's why I cut my hair like I do, because it fits in a helmet and it provides padding.
Such a great
Look-
photo.
Look at a fucking. He's got a fucking like 3-year-old holding a fucking 1928 A1 Thompson. Like,
Yeah.
that's my bed, by the way. The corner. That's my bed. That's where I was fucking sleeping.
That photo did me so dirty. Like just everything about me just
Oh,
looks so
when you
rough.
were
The
tired
yellow
as
socks,
shit.
the gray
You were-
sweatpants. Yeah.
But like no jaw.
Yeah.
Just it looks
It's
like
so
a parakeet.
The yellow socks do not help.
The yellow socks, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, the fucking nobody gave a fuck what we wore in the house. Like,
No, oh my
It was
god, it
just
was
like-
so terrible.
I was just wearing like gym shorts and fucking nothing. Like I was barefoot most
Oh,
of the time.
like half the fucking time I was in the fucking house, I was wearing my like silkies, my like OD
Yeah.
green like PT shorts that
Yeah,
are like 2-inch inseam. Yeah.
nobody gave a fuck. It's like, hey, that's a lot of work out there. We're about to go out there tomorrow. I'm gonna be comfortable tonight. We gotta go to-
Exactly.
we had like nightly meetings and shit, like in the theater, which is fucking awesome. That was an awesome room.
Yeah.
And we had nightly meetings. And oh, is this before I bitched at you and like told you to get? Why are you?
Yeah, you
Is
were
that-
like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
we
I
were
came out and
bored. We were
screamed
sitting
at
there
you.
for hours. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, we'll share this one.
I
This
also
was a
have,
fucking.
yeah. I also
This
have
is
the
a
picture of
fucking.
Nick.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
oh yeah, no. I know you do. Oh shit, I gotta shit can this.
You have a
one.
ton of the pictures from the movie, Mike. You should show some of the like behind the scenes pictures.
Yeah. So. Okay, let me.
Show all the behind the scenes pictures.
So do you remember? Were you there, Devin, when I screamed at Remy? And I'm like, what the fuck are you? No, there was Yoni, because you and Yoni were sitting there in sleeping bags that we had provided.
Yoni and I were like, what if we just like stood up in our sleeping bags?
And
Our
they were like
helmets
trying to,
on.
they were like trying to snail fight each other. And I was like, I came out, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking stop immediately. Like,
We were breaking the ice.
yeah, I know, but I'm like, I was like
They
breaking
weren't
the ice even
cold, that's
further.
for sure.
No,
Oh, I
It's
was
like-
really comfy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his fucking helmet. He's got his fucking helmet on.
It's for safety, Mike. Gosh.
Just in case I
Really?
fall.
I just came on like, what the fuck are you? And then Yoni and you look at me like, and I'm like, just stop. Whatever it is you're doing, just fucking stop immediately.
They're having fun, Mike. Come on.
You were like, this is the stupidest and weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. Don't ever do it again.
Yeah, I'm like, don't do it again. Like, we're done. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, you fucking.
It was like that night I went out with the makeup artist and you guys fucking staged an intervention for me when I got home. I was like,
Dude, we were so bored and tired. Like,
there's like 30 people there. And I was like,
there was
okay.
4 of us. You fucking
No,
exaggerating
there was
piece of
way more
shit.
than that. Because people kept
Canadians
coming
don't
as
know
they
how to
were
count.
asking questions.
If Canadians knew how to count, they wouldn't have committed so many war crimes.
That's fair. The Geneva Convention is just a checklist of stuff you need to do.
You're not wrong, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
Can I have the Geneva checklist? The what now?
no, this is what you're supposed to not do. Oh, whoops.
No.
Whoops a days. Sorry.
Yeah. Can I have it anyways? Yeah.
We always thought that it was something that we were supposed to do. Sorry.
Yeah. It's not my fault that my country's the single reason the Geneva Convention exists. Okay, I'm sorry.
You gonna make it? What the fuck? Oh, there's a cat in here.
It's not gonna make it. The sad part is, it's true. It's like 80% of the rules in the Geneva Convention is Canada's problem.
No, I'm not gonna make it.
That was good though.
Yeah. The checklist
Remy.
of all the shit I'm
Remy, this is Chester, who I renamed I renamed Chesticles because that's what I got called in basic because I have man tits. And then we call him Pesticles because he's a pest.
He doesn't look too bright. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
He's an
he's
orange
very
cat. They're supposed to be kind of dumb.
He's very tired. Well, fuck you, Devin. They're manipulative as fuck.
I have 2 orange cats, and they're the dumbest fuckers. They're the dumbest too.
Them's fighting words.
No,
I think I
every
can
orange
breathe.
cat I've ever met.
Well, what?
I think I can breathe.
Yeah.
I need the Geneva checklist to commit the war crime.
All right. You need to get down. Come on. Unhook yourself. Ow. Ow. Fuck. Ah. Okay.
See?
Sounds about right.
Damn
Orange
that fucking
dummies.
cat.
They know. See? Dummies.
That cat's obviously Canadian. Just committed a war crime.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss.
Hashtag
guys-
orange cats are Canadians.
You guys keep talking about war crimes, and Nick apparently is not going to be on. For
Should I send the awful photos of him then?
Yeah.
Yes.
The awful. Yeah. Oh God, he had so many unflattering
Yeah.
photos.
Send
Okay,
it
I'm
to
sending them.
are you? Yeah, just send it to me. When I get back, we'll
We'll
go
share
through
them on
them.
stream.
It's going to be great. Nick, you're going to fucking love this.
I'm
See
excited
this?
for
This is the best cat I own. Do you see what color it is?
Not orange.
Exactly, because it's not retarded.
I've got a black cat who's just an absolute cuddler.
Aw.
Black cats are awesome.
They are.
Yeah. Let me find this. Oh, the Nick photos are rough.
The Nug photos are so rough. Oh my God, he was definitely had the most unflattering pictures in the whole thing. They're so bad.
Oh.
He doesn't even remember a lot of it.
I don't think Mike's ever seen the one I just sent him.
Oh, I saw a couple of the really bad ones, and they were like,
So- One of the really bad ones, I only have like when it was like someone's phone background.
oh yeah.
But yeah, oh, that was rough.
That's all right. I'll
I can't
forgive
wait.
him for getting me killed. So
I can't wait for like the text from him that's like, dude, what the fuck?
He had so many bad ones. I remember when they were like coming up in like the Facebook group. He's like, "Don't look at that." Yeah.
Nick, you deserve this. I see you there.
Yeah. There were some pretty rough ones, yeah.
Oh,
I wish
I don't think
knew
I
how to-
have.
I wish I knew how to take a clip on YouTube.
Oh,
I know how to do it on other streaming platforms, but I don't know how to do it on YouTube.
Google it.
It's not worth it.
But like, there were some days like we did a lot of like Perez Squad did a lot of fucked up shit. Like I remember we set up the one guy from Iowa. We set him up a Tinder profile while he was down there and like
What?
a bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, when everyone put his face on the lock screen because he had to like.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough. Yeah, I think like all of us had him, right? At one
Yeah.
point.
Oh, I definitely did. Yeah. It was weird. Yeah, he was definitely the butt of a lot of jokes during that whole process. So that was funny. It was a good time being down there. It was a great time.
It really was.
We're gonna have to shoot a second movie and get a bunch of people back.
Oh yeah, Reveille 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, Reveille too. I don't know. I've been giving Mike some prompts on some second film ideas, and so whenever he wants to do it.
Oh, I think like after a film like that, you gotta like mentally recharge before taking on.
He's
another
been
beat.
he's been recharging. So,
I'm excited.
Mike can't recharge until he goes back to Waffle House.
that's fair. Different Mike. There's a bunch of Mikes.
Yeah,
both need
yeah,
a
I know.
recharge.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is I know 4 of them,
Yeah,
and they're all
unfortunately,
military veteran.
Everybody who's Catholic named their fucking kid Michael. So,
Like seriously, I know
pictures.
I know 3. I personally know 3 mics that I served with in 2009 alone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See.
Oh Jesus Christ, that's Nick.
Yeah. No, I don't think that one's been seen by many people.
Yeah. Put it up on the internet.
For everybody to see.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I've got the second one. I think I've got that.
You have the
one.
actual photo?
Yeah,
Not-
let me go
Like,
to my
pull
hard
up your
drive.
whole roster of behind the scenes pictures. Show us all.
Oh, let me just grab my Nick album real quick.
Yeah. Show us.
Nick
show us all the
album.
behind the scenes pictures. Yeah.
Remy's got a fucking hard on for Nick. He's gay. fan.
That's the
Well,
running joke.
that's fitting because from what you say, Nick is pretty gay. So
Yeah.
I mean, if it makes any difference, I slept real close to it. Like real close.
Yeah, real close.
are you the big
Uncomfortably
spoon or
close.
the little spoon?
He doesn't know about it, but I slept uncomfortably close to him. Yeah.
Didn't you like
Well-
take a picture with your hand in my mouth or something while I was like asleep on set?
I did actually. I forgot about that.
Because I was
Yeah,
out
where
cold, like
I put,
just
I
on
put
the
my
dirt.
finger in your mouth while you were asleep. Yeah.
Because I got sent that photo. It was like airdropped to me at like 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I remember that because you were asleep and I was like trying to wake you up. Yeah.
Fuck, I can't find most of my behind the scenes shit.
Oh, come on, Mike. I know you got all of it somewhere.
I just don't know if I transfer it from my laptop onto my hard drive.
Oh well.
Yeah. But
Remy
I'll
sent you some
definitely.
pictures. So
Where the fuck? Let me see if it's. Let me see if it's on the drive. I can try to access. No, I don't want history. I want. God damn it! I want favorites. All right.
Oh, Nick, you're gonna hate me.
I mean,
Fuck him.
he had so many good like fucking
You saw-
meme
yeah.
pictures over the
You
whole
saw the
movie.
one I sent you, right, Mike?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, the first
Both of
one
'em.
was real rough.
Well, here, let me just share that one quick. Let me pull that up because that's absolutely disgusting, Nick. Absolutely disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself because you're not here right now. So,
Consequences of your actions.
you know, it's just is what it is.
Oh, such a great photo.
That's a good photo. Yeah.
And that's actually downstairs too, which means he brought the fucking food from upstairs downstairs because the pirate's behind him.
Yeah.
Yep, that's down in the German
That
quarters.
photo. Yeah. That's in the pool room. That's where all the Germans slept. So
The question
Yeah,
is, did he take this photo or did someone else take it of him? I can't
I
remember.
don't.
he
Who
definitely
the fuck?
took
How
that
did you
one.
get it, Remy?
I don't know.
He was eating a cookie. Yeah, okay, but you're fucking. You look like you're fucking like 7 shades of fucked up. Maybe you're just tired, but like, I mean, you look like a fucking retard in this picture.
I was gonna say he
way
looks like
one
a
eye's going the other.
Mexican, like somebody who just jumped across the border.
He is okay.
He
Give
is
him a break.
Mexican. He's native, but he's also Mexican. So yeah, you're pretty accurate on your assessment there, Jake.
Yeah.
I've never met the guy.
Way to go, Jake. You can be racist like all
Nick's a
Americans.
fucking asshole,
Congratulations.
but he's an awesome asshole.
Yeah.
So no,
It takes
Nick, by
a
the
lot
way,
of effort to be this much of an asshole.
No,
Well,
Nick,
not really.
he
It comes naturally.
This guy, this flounder-headed fuck named Jake, he was in Iraq with me because you weren't in when I said that. So he's a combat vet as well. So yeah. But yeah, he looks Mexican. Weird. No way. De Corsa. Yeah, it's not a fucking like Scandinavian like white fucking upper Midwest last name, right?
Oh,
Like
weird.
Johnson, Erickson,
I
Christensen.
do not believe internet screen names at all ever.
No, it's his that Nick's like his YouTube name is his name.
I still don't believe internet screen names.
It's that I know for a fucking fact that's his actual name.
I believe
What's his
you,
actual name?
but I
Yeah.
still don't believe it.
Well, it is.
Good for him.
What's
I
the
guess.
second picture?
Well, it's just it's the fucking it's the D picture. I just can't.
No.
I know I fucking had it somewhere. I just oh god, where the fuck do I look for it?
It was the one where he was in the cave and like he was trying to
No,
get a
I
photo
know,
of
I know what it
himself.
is. Penis. I know what
No,
it is.
for Devin,
Yeah,
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
fucking
for the
Where-
Canadian.
the Canadian.
yeah the Canuck. Oh, hold on.
War crime aficionado.
Shut up. You can't win a war without bombing an
Oh!
orphanage.
Oh, Nick goes, hey, send me the link. I need to defend myself.
Oh,
Oh,
there we
gosh.
go. Oh no,
Shit, shots fired.
The amount of blood on that coat says you can't defend yourself.
Oh, shit. Shots
That's original.
really
That's
fucking
original
fired.
from filming blood. So like,
That's fucking yeah. Nick's home, I guess, and he's out for fucking. I gotta clear my name, and he's just gonna do a horse shit job.
I know
That's what
he's
he
going to be
always does. He
mediocre at
fucks
best.
everything up, and he just tries so hard, and he just makes it worse and worse and worse.
Yep, you defend
that's
your
why he was in the
100%
101st.
casualty rate.
Right. That's exactly, Jake. That's why he was in the 101st. That's why they stationed him there. They're like, this guy is going to make everything worse than it already is. So we're going to give him a fucking Screaming Eagle patch.
Yeah, defend your 100%
And give him air assault.
rate.
He went to
and
air
let's
assault
go.
school, and he's got his little fucking
To-
little badge.
To be fair, we have to be a little bit fair here. To be fair, at least air assault is more viable in modern combat operations than the 82nd.
Correct.
It's fair.
Also, Nick wasn't infantry. What? Just throw that in there.
That's lame. At least I was infantry. I should have been squad leader. Come on now. I was also actually a squad leader.
If the infantryman had been the squad leader, the squad wouldn't have died.
Well, perhaps.
I mean, the way the script
But-
was written was pretty
But
much
here's the thing:
way it was going to
Nick
be written.
has a right to come in here and defend himself. He
That's
does,
true.
and
He just needs the capacity.
Who has the lock screen photo of him?
I it's that I don't like that photo because it's not clear.
mm,
Well, yeah,
I
it's not
just
clear because
fucking
it's so zoomed in, but it's
Yeah.
here. Hold on. Let me go into my fucking pictures and see if it was tagged.
Nick has the original. Yeah.
He has the original. Nick actually has the original of his picture. Yeah.
The
So,
original print.
yeah, the original, the first edition of his
Fuck yeah,
lock screen photo. Yeah. The
Nick, I sent you the fucking link. Come on.
Come on, Link.
Be
All
right
you got to do is click the link and come on.
God damn, really? I don't have. I've got it.
I know
Where
you
the
have a ton of
fuck
the,
is it?
the photos everywhere. So.
You know, let's go search his fucking wall.
Where is it?
It's got to be fucking somewhere.
It might be on your laptop still.
It might be, yeah. God.
Why don't I have the original?
Because Nick has the original.
No, but I feel like he sent it to me before.
I mean,
Well,
I know.
I
have
have the
it
original
somewhere.
as well, and I'm like, hold on. God damn it. This is pissing me off now. I know Nick's just reveling in this. Oh, yeah. Fucking
All those
douche.
airborne people trying to flex on me and my squad.
Air
Come on.
assault.
That's even gayer. Come on.
You're a
It's like-
fucking Canadian.
At least I got actually shot at being a light infantryman. Like, come on now.
Oh, speak of the fucking devil.
There he
Air
is.
assault.
Nick,
That's
where do
fucking
you have the
great.
original picture?
You said what?
The original, you know the picture we're talking about?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the face one?
Your lock screen picture.
Yes.
Bro, fucking Vic walked right in front of me when I was trying to get that picture.
I know.
I was
You
so-
have those, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Put it up so we can show it.
Oh my god. Remy, you already sent it, right?
No, I sent the
No.
lock screen.
He sent a fucking
I gotta
No,
find
you
it.
need to send the original, the OG fucking actual photos.
Yeah. Send the OG photo. Come on.
Let me see. I
Send it to me, and
got
I'll
you.
fucking do it.
I got you.
The lock screen photo that like 30 people had as their lock screen for a very long time.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Fucking. That was our group chat picture
That
for a
was the
minute too.
group chat picture.
That
for a
was,
long
dude.
time.
That was so fucking hilarious. Like
Yeah.
when you came back and like everybody was showing me that, I'm like, yeah, that looks like Nick.
Yeah.
And like, what did you do? You're like, or Vic's like, I walked in front of him and he just got all mad. And I'm like, yeah, of course, you're a dipshit.
Oh, man, I couldn't believe he did that.
No, fucking yeah. It's like just there's the two pictures, and yeah, just send those to me on my Facebook, and then we'll get into shooting some shit. My buddy Jake here, he's probably taking a piss or taking care of his kids for a second. You know, he's a good father.
All right, hold on. Let me see. I think I found it.
Yeah, just shoot him to me on Facebook, and I'll fucking share him. I'll save him and share him.
So
Because the context to these pictures are fucking hilarious, because you had to explain to me the context when we were on site, right? When we were on set, which is again 2 years ago to the date, we were on set. And you had to explain that to me, and I'm like, what the fuck happened here? You explained it, and I was like, okay, well, I guess that makes sense.
So I sent you what it's supposed to be, and what Vic did.
No, I'm gonna do both of them. All right, both of them, both of them.
Both of them.
So look, yeah, I sent it. Fucking Vic! Oh my god, that man made me a meme because of that. Oh my god, I ain't gonna lie. On set was pretty fun though.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man, it was fucking awesome hanging out. It was a lot of work, but like it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Honestly, I really felt like it was like my squad right there. We had our own little section right there.
Yeah, hey
That's
James, we're
right
just talking about the
bottom of
movie
the
really
stairs,
quick, and we're gonna share some shit. It's pretty fucking funny for us.
What movie?
Reveille.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, who gives a
Oh,
fuck?
that movie.
No, it's like so I'm gonna share this. Oh wait, I have to pull it up.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
such
you
a
know what?
goddamn
Hey,
boomer.
hey, Remy, I'm glad you sent that picture. I got something for them.
No.
I got something for them. Hold
No.
on. I'm really glad you sent that.
But Mike, I will need your expertise. I just picked up
Nick,
the
read your
rifle.
text. Nick, look at your text.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
That's
How
fine.
about that? If you got time, we'll just shoot the shit and everything and like it'll be fine.
That picture I sent you is one thing, but I just got a rifle captured on Iwo Jima. So
Okay. Yep. We'll definitely be able to do that. All right.
You lucky I don't have it no more, Remy.
Oh, thank you.
Look at that. Look at that fucking that wannabe stud.
Yeah.
Handsome.
Look at that fucker.
Handsome.
Fucking Texas. Fucking 36 patch.
That was my squad leader there. He got me killed.
Perez. Hey, you got yourself killed.
Fucking
Wow.
Minute Maid lemonade.
He's
Oh
celebrating.
yeah,
his
that's
time.
right.
Right. The Minute Maid lemonade. I'm glad you
Oh.
picked that up.
Celebrating.
Because that's
Look at
period
those
correct.
Gators.
Yeah.
Hey, I had lemonade every day on set. I was repping.
Why?
it. I don't know. I
It
just
was in
like
his
I just like
contract.
lemonade.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. Yep,
That's
and there's
fucking
the
dick right there.
face that was cropped to be the background picture.
And what else fucked up about that too? I think I pointed that out too. I was like, bro, look at my face. Like, look what fucking Vic made me look like.
Mike, I think you got to zoom in on that one.
Okay.
And then, oh my god.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That picture was everybody's lock screen for like a year.
Man.
What the fuck? And so Jake, when
He's
you
looking
said,
at a penis.
yeah, Jake, when you said he's Mexican, I'd say it's a safe fucking bet.
His eyes aren't
assume
even
that.
pointing in the same direction.
I
No, he is.
could even believe what I was seeing.
And also, what's funny is Vic is Mexican as well. But he was just walking through this goddamn shot, and like, because like they came they came back and they were like, "Oh, he fucked up my shot and everything," and and they were showing me this picture, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on here?" And then they explained it, and I'm like, "Oh, so Vic was being a fucking child walking through a shot," and then fucking Nick got pissed off and was like, "What?" And they got the shot.
Hey,
That's
they
what
got the shot.
That's exactly how that went.
No, that's like, it was funny when we were on set, but it's like his face was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, yep. It's a fucking very common
That
look.
all checks out, yeah.
Oh,
So
man. I miss
Yeah.
my squad.
I'm right here.
You're dead. I miss my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Squad.
So is
Mrs. Reed.
literally everyone else, to be fair.
Shit, yeah, there's only 4 of us. Oh, Norm 5. No, I forgot about Norm 5. Yeah.
There's 5 of us, and only 2 of us lived, to be fair. So
Wait,
I
was it
live.
just you and Reed?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
The rest of the guys got smoked.
yeah,
Yep.
we got absolutely fucking murdered. So
Hey, I remember when Canada died, he was laying in the mud for like 45 minutes to an hour.
it was like 2 hours. No, it was like 2 hours. I laid there in the dirt, in the mud, taking a nap. And Mike, the director, comes up and fucking kicks me, and I'm like, "What, dude? I'm trying to sleep here in the mud."
Oh man, that shit was hella funny. He was there. I remember I was talking to Reed about that. I was like, "Hey, I think we should check on him. He's been laying down for a good minute."
He was sleeping.
Yeah. I was
That's
sleeping
kinda
for
what
like
dead
2
people do.
hours, just in the mud, slowly sinking. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was an awesome time. Like earlier in the chat, Nick, I don't know if you saw, but like they're like, he used a closed bolt 1928 Thompson, so that means it's a blank firing. And I was like, yeah, of course.
Oh,
You don't have $50,000 fucking dollars to blow on a fucking You know? And I'm like, Nick fucking rocked it. Like it fucking
Yeah.
he did what he did. Like
Oh,
that's
who's
what
it?
it is.
Sam actually shot me in the hand with a paintball gun.
Oh,
Well, that's because do you remember that was that whole instance where I was rolling down in the fucking van in reverse. We were just talking about this earlier. I rolled down high speed. Chris Irk comes out behind me and he goes like this in the rear view, and I just fucking hit the brakes, bam. And Sam had been running the paintball gun, my Tippmann 98. And he'd been running that, and then you were like, yeah, I got shot in the fucking
Yeah, I
or we
remember
got
that.
shot in the
Like,
fucking
hit me
head.
right in the fucking hand. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I remember I was
dude.
shooting, and then I remember when I was shooting, I felt it. I was like, "Fuck!" I think y'all use that too. You just see me going like this.
No, I don't regret that. Like, I probably wouldn't have hit you, but that actually was a lot better reaction.
Oh yeah, it looked good. It
You know,
looked good,
yeah.
but fuck, this shit hurt.
Oh fuck yeah! That's I was like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" You know, and there was no blood, but it was just like a bruise.
That's
and
the
I'm
worst
like,
place
fuck.
to get hit too. Is like in the hand. You have so
Yep.
many nerve endings and shit there.
Yep.
Oh, it stings so bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
It really
Yeah.
did make me drop the gun for a second. I said, "Oh fuck!" So the boy really hit me.
yeah. And Nick, we were talking about like earlier, like with Remy. Remember this little long-haired freaky dude, or down there, down. Where the fuck am I pointing? Jesus, it's mirrored. I can't do
Right
this.
down there.
But on that those days where like we were doing the opening scenes, like he was getting the shit kicked out of him.
Wait, shit, what happened to you, Remy?
oh yeah, you weren't there. Oh
Mm-mm.
no, it's just like Chris, take after take of him like just verbally just yelling everything he can think of at me and just slapping my head constantly and like pushing me and throwing me around. Yeah, the man was having a field day.
Well,
That
you
was
were
the
there for
weirdest
that
thing
because
to-
Nick, you were there like when in the search like scene, like where they're searching you guys, and then
Oh,
Remy
no.
like walks by you. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was when I was
yeah,
fucking
kept
laying on the ground for 2 hours. Remember?
Okay, I remember that now. I remember that now.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the other scene with us when I was fucking getting slapped like every fucking take.
No, that was later, and then Remy got slapped later too. So
Oh, you guys,
you guys,
Oh my
you guys got slapped around a lot. You guys got
Yeah,
fucked
why was
up,
there so
both
much
of you.
slapping?
Because we're trying to make it real. And back then, people were men.
And it's worse to get
sheep
slapped
were
by a
scared.
man than it is to get punched, in my opinion.
But it wasn't like slaps either. It was like just the fingertips.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
like
That's like an even worse. Like you're not worthy of me punching you. You're just such a fucking pussy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like liven you up a bit. Yeah.
Yep. And but like that's worse than getting punched, in my opinion, from another guy. A girl, there's different levels, but like whatever. But like you both got slapped, and it's like, oh god. But,
oh man, that shit was pretty funny. Like I always spit on his shoe. Like every time, like before he'll slap me, I'll like spit on his shoe, and then he'll go and just slap me. I'm like, oh. The first time he did it, I was like, oh, bitch, you just slapped me.
It like actually like hurts, and you're like, "Fuck you." Yeah.
yeah, because Kevin, like you and Kevin had like that agreement where you're like, we go hands up. Like we were talking about with Remy earlier. Like you actors all had the agreement.
Yeah.
You know, and you were like, yeah, can we go hands on? Like, you know, how much do you want to
Do
go?
it real.
Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Yeah. And
I think
you guys
what
were
really threw me off was it was like one of the first take, like one of the few takes. He had like the gun and he put it near my crotch, and that like
Yep.
really made me like jump. I was like, oh,
Yep.
what the fuck? And then like my instinct was like just smack it away.
Yep.
And I think on one of the takes when I smacked it, like instead of like because he's supposed to kind of like move it away. When I smacked it, he hit me like right in like my thigh, and I had a big ass bruise.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, you had a bruise. Yeah. Yep.
I remember
was
because
like
like when I did that, like I was like, oh shit! I was like trying to stand still, like still like go through the take, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, but you did it, and it was like, you know, and then like I remember after we said cut, or Michael said cut, you were, Kevin's like, "Are you okay, man? Are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good."
Like, that
You
was
know,
good.
like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Let's do it again. You know, like fucking whatever. But yeah, because that was an accident. Like it just you slapped it away and you fucking ended up fucking yourself more.
I know.
It's like, but no, it was overall good shit. Like excellent. But like, yeah. So yeah, Nick. So that My buddy Jacob in the corner. You know Devin. You've met him in person. You don't need an introduction. My buddy Jacob in the corner. He was with me in Iraq, and then James down below. He's a really fucking good historian. He's written a lot of good things, and he's a good friend of mine. And he got me in touch with. He's written several books, and he's working on another one, which is what he's on here for right now, is to get some
to ask some questions.
Ask some questions for us nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah, basically, long story short, we've known each other for a couple of years, but like last July, we went down to Ohio for this project, this film project that in Ohio, and it was like a reenactment, but it was like a very intimate and very private event, and it was pretty fucking cool for the most part. And James actually went down there to learn more about like what World War II Pacific theater was like, and
It's hot.
he put on
wet.
Yep, he wore the whole fucking kit. He wore a Marine Corps kit from World War II, carried an M1 rifle, helmet, did the shit, and yeah, we that's the first time we met in person, right, James? Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
and so that was really fucking cool. But yeah, he's an excellent historian. He wrote was that your first book, The Other 16?
That's my first book. I wrote the whole thing, not an edited collection.
Okay, so he wrote The Other 16, which is you know about Alvin York, Nick?
Alvin York. I do not.
Yeah, he's that guy that used that Springfield 1903 to kill all those Germans.
Oh.
Fuck you, Devin, you fucking cunt. But anyway, so that's the first one. Then he also edited a book from a Vietnam veteran who was in the 25th ID in 67 and 68.
Oh, shit.
And he was a supply sergeant. And the title of the book is I'm Just a Supply Sergeant. And yeah, what was your MOS again, Nick?
I was a 91 Fox. I was a weapons specialist.
Oh, lame, gay.
I got to
What a
No, but
pose.
like so basically this guy Don Stout, who that book is, it's his story. He didn't talk about Vietnam for almost fucking 50 years because he's like, nobody's gonna give a shit and whatever. And so when we were in Ohio, James and I, right, he was telling me about this guy, Don, and he's like, I think you guys get along well. You should probably reach out to him. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, long story short, I went down to Texas with my friend in January, and I actually sat down and talked with this guy. We got 13 hours recorded.
Damn.
Yeah, because he was in Vietnam with 25th ID, and it was not a great time for him. But we didn't just talk about that. We talked about life and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a conversation. And so because of James, I was able to do that, and you'll be seeing that soon. I'll send you the links and everything. It's on available for public viewing. And no, it was fucking awesome. And yeah, that's what James is. He's a douchebag, like James himself. He's a fucking douchebag. He's a
I
fucking.
gotta deal with pains in the ass, fucking assholes that don't want to tell me shit.
That's not true. You just got a whole ass 1911.
Well, the 1911 is a different story. The one we got tonight is a Japanese rifle that was captured on Iwo Jima.
Yep. And we will discuss that off. Of course, the whole rules of live streaming and guns and shit. But we'll definitely address that. But and then also, James, you've seen Reveille, right?
Yep.
And so Remy in the corner down way yonder, that was Coster, the little kid that gets captured.
I had to sit there. I had to watch that whole fucking movie with Mike on a live stream, just watching me to make sure I watched the whole thing.
Just staring
You're
daggers
goddamn
at you.
right.
No, and then God forbid I look at my phone. He's like, "You watching this?"
Yeah.
You
James,
fucking
have
watched
you,
it though.
Have
go
you
ahead.
read the John C. McManus books on the U.S. Army in World War II?
I've seen them. I've looked into them. I, as a rule, do not read any of them.
Okay.
Just because the books like that are written for like bigger public consumption, while they're great for a general history, it doesn't ever actually get into the weeds of the details I need. And since I only deal with like very specific issues, I always
Okay.
tend to only read things that are like primary research, or else
Primary sources, yeah.
I'll never get through the things I need.
Okay.
But I know they're good and they're great for their purpose.
Yeah, I'm almost done listening to them on audiobook. I only have like 5 hours left on the third one.
Damn. Yeah, it's just one of those rules. Like all the things I do are very specific to either people or units. And so it's the only way, or else you get way too tied down with the material. Which now means I know a bunch of really specific dumb shit rather than generic.
Then there's a World War II podcast that I've been listening to for the last couple of months called The Unauthorized History of the Pacific War.
Ooh. How's that?
It's actually really well detailed. They break down some of the bigger battles, like Guadalcanal. I think they spent like 6 or 7 episodes on it, like 1.5, 2-hour episodes on Guadalcanal alone.
Damn.
It's Seth Paradin, the curator of the Camp Shelby Military Museum, and Navy Captain Bill Toady are the primary hosts of it. They release a new episode every Tuesday.
Are they the ones that did the podcast on MacArthur being a shitbag?
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, he's a
I
shitbag.
knew I'd heard about him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same
To
guys.
be fair, he's a
That
shitbag.
was-
Like, come on.
Yeah,
I think
he
that
was
was-
a shitbag, but they were the first ones to like really put
I
all
think
of
that
it.
was episode 2 or 3
Yeah, I've heard
of the
about it.
podcast. Yep. I've been listening to the whole thing. I binge listened to it when I was at work for like a month straight until I got caught up.
That's smart.
All right, Remy's gonna take off.
Yeah.
I got to take off too.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Right.
I'll be
I
out
want to learn
Tuesday.
about this Japanese rifle.
All right. Thank you for having me. It was a
Ah,
pleasure.
no worries.
Likewise.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
good talking
fucking
to y'all
time.
again.
Nick, you're a
Nice to meet
fag.
you, Remy.
You're a fag, as
Nice
always.
to meet you guys.
I love you
So-
too.
Yeah,
If you were a
all
better squad leader, I wouldn't have died. Look at all that blood on my jacket.
Hey, I did this country a
Have a
service.
good one.
You're welcome.
right.
All right, y'all take
Nick,
care.
Nick, just
later,
tell
man.
him that you got rid of an immigrant.
Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, it's fair, but like,
If you gotta
Okay,
roll,
I
Jeff,
gotta,
you gotta roll.
I gotta go too. I gotta go to bed because
Alright,
I gotta
cool.
get up at like.
I want
3:30
to
in the
see
morning.
this Japanese rifle.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Later. Yeah,
All
we'll
right.
do it.
Stop your stream.
You want me to do that?
I mean, that's the only way we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Unless you got pictures of it. You can
But
show
what
pictures
else? Okay, before that, James, what else do you have to talk about?
I don't know. I can fucking talk about anything.
No, but like promote yourself. Like what have you got out there? What do you what should people look for?
Yeah, tell us about this fucking 1911 you got.
Oh, that one was that's a research project. So the family showed me that one. They had 2 of them, and one of them, it was like a great uncle that was a Marine in World War I, which we think that's his. And then the second one, which is the one hopefully they'll loan or donate to the museum, is their grandfather's 45 he carried on Iwo Jima. And
Well, we did look at the pictures of the one that you got, the 1911. It's an actual 1911. It's been refurbed probably, but it's an actual 1911. So
okay, so that's the one from the grandfather in World War I. That's his original.
Most likely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All
And I
right,
know the
so-
other one, he reblued it, and so it's going to have some, because he kept shooting it after the war for years. So it's
All right,
been.
well, we can just end the stream then. We've been going for 2.5 hours, and then we'll go just talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Because YouTube does not like certain toys being in the hands of people because of, oh my god, fucking Christ. Anyway, thanks everyone. Devin, what's the keyword if people are listening to this ex post facto?
God, that's a good decision.
How about 1911? Comment
Sure,
with 1911.
1911.
Yep. Comment with that. If you made it this far, ex post facto, you're listening to this at work or whatever, comment with that. And yeah, we'll see you probably next week.